Hello. It's been a minute for Star Rail. Has not been a minute, just stream-wise. I was on yesterday, and I'm still on mini vacation. So I'm streaming again today, and this time around, we're finally getting into, I believe, version 3.5. The last thing I streamed, I've titled 3.4, so I'm pretty sure this is 3.5. I didn't want to check the numbers because I had everything else set up and didn't want to mess it up. But to start, we're going to be watching through all the trailers I also haven't watched yet since the last one, including Finance actual trailer and this Myriad Celestia. I didn't watch the Finan thing. I think pretty sure it had already come out. I just didn't want to be spoiled on anything, so I didn't watch it yet. We've passed one climax of the story, so I'm okay watching the rest of these trailers because I assume it'll just be the characters themselves and not too much in the way of here's everything that's going to happen. So there are 6 videos plus the Ceradra here's how the character works video. Might watch that, might not, we'll see. But without further ado, sorry, there is a bit more ado. I'm going to watch the trailers. I'm also going to read up a bit on the character logs that were added at the end of the last bit of story. I did go through already and read the development timeline from Ligus, which was a lot, but I didn't read the ones for all the different characters. What is this? Okay. So gonna watch these trailers, get caught up on these, do a bit of reading, and then get into the story. Sound good? Good. Let's frickin' go. After I set, not closed captions. Just try to go 1080. Let's get it. 5-minute video to start off with. Myriad Celestia.
The last time I was on the Chue was centuries ago.
Pity that you now come not as a hero, but a prisoner.
Is that better? Is that good?
Put the abundance in their grave, empty talk.
The divination matrix will naturally determine whether your words are trustworthy.
Fine.
Okay.
As we always say on the Cienjo, seeing is believing. A war of gods has already begun in the Abacus's calculated future.
Okay.
The Lord Ravager's wish will be fulfilled, and an eon will fall. This is a chess game between gods. As each piece falls to counter the next, why not take advantage of it for our own goals? The Alliance already has the Swarm Author's remains to kill a god. We just need to temper the Hunt's arrowheads with Ruin's golden blood.
Oh. Okay. So she's saying we can use this to take down... Jiao. Still healing. Jingliu's like, oh wait, we can kill a god. Since we're gonna kill one, since they're gonna kill one, we might as well.
The Cienjo Alliance is not our enemy. So why not join this great feast? And observe how billions of beating hearts walk into irreversible demise.
Indeed. Death is not a process, but the outcome. Let the ignorant hunter raise their bow and kill what they love, what they believe in, and ultimately kill themselves.
So, what's the point in this process? Just for it to feel like a ceremony? Well, it's not like I have a right to complain about ceremonies. I mourn for worlds that can no longer laugh.
Real quick, pausing just to say, so I'd seen some in lore discussion and whatnot, the little bit I did see online, some of these images at least. I don't think I actually watched this video though. But I see this is introducing the Lord Ravagers. Vantilia being abundance and destruction. We saw, I assume that was remembrance and destruction. I assume this is Aha. So the elation, worlds that can no longer laugh because we're just so goofy. Nihility. We also saw at the beginning, they were talking about like, oh yeah, essentially they're recapping that the destruction is wanting to do some annihilation, which we know is coming from, and based on, they bring up that the destruction is going to try to kill a god. We know now that that's erudition, and we can even see the same effect that's in Amphorius. It was what, based on the anti-life equation, but it's now like just like anti-reality, I guess. That like red and black, the black tide, essentially. Not even essentially, just it is the black tide, but spreading into the real world if Iron Tomb is allowed to fully come into existence. But so we're seeing here all the different emanators talking about like, okay, yeah, so we're doing our thing. Jing Liu is talking about like, hey, if there's gonna be some god killing going around, if we team up with the destruction, we could kill the abundance, which is, oh boy. And now we're meeting the Lord Ravagers.
Do you still remember what happened?
I saw a spot of light that dimmed the star. Then existence itself was torn, leaving only a despairing white.
And that's,
enveloping both entropy and time.
And that's the one who fought Finan in the animation in-game. That's a sick visual.
We salute thee, blemished one. In defiance of the cosmic roots that bind all, we offer a magnificent ruin.
Together, beneath your gaze, we bear witness to a colleague's end.
Remembrance
Be
again.
it coronation or collapse,
I think.
the end of their yearning is the same.
Or Shipe? Because of the puzzle pieces? Okay.
Just to witness? That feels like formalism.
Handman.
Even if
I've seen
every
you.
genius in the cosmos dropped dead, what's that got to do with us?
Really cool art.
Still not enough for you? The fools will only flounder in tears after the wise have been buried.
That's wild. Alright.
Cease your chatter.
Nihility looks like an eye. That's
The
cool.
sun has risen from the end of time.
He looks so cool though. Dang nabbit.
When Iron Tomb finally breaks its shell, the erudition's calculations will meet the end.
You're just a giant mecha, and I love that.
On a new journey won't bring another salvation.
Trailblazing always ends up igniting something, no? Then, they'll achieve an even more majestic ruin.
Hey Ninook, how's it going?
Prisoner who picked up Starfire.
Uh-huh.
If you are to become the first spark, then come and leave the cave with me. And in that fable about the stars, we'll pen the prelude of destruction.
Hey Lygus, you look silly. you got a new look. That's a pretty good one. Let me just boop. Give that a like. I already kind of recapped it halfway through, and we continue to see more of that throughout. Again, meeting all the Lord Ravagers, each one being from a path, but then I guess kind of switching to destruction, or I guess kind of be like a blend of destruction and another path. Again, Phantilia being abundance. Zephyr, I think is his name, the White Swordsman who fought and destroyed Finan, being nihility and destruction. It's either Shipe and the Harmony, because of the puzzle pieces. Actually, no. Was Remembrance ever actually a puzzle piece thing? That would just be Shipe and Harmony. Yeah. So the Harmony and destruction, which is interesting. A few others. Again, Handman, throwing his die, being a hand, I assume is from the Elation. But yeah, no, it's a really. I do kind of wish I'd set this, or I had seen this before 3.4, because it sets the stakes for what's going on. It shows you the lie, 'cause it's like, yeah, so we're gonna kill some gods and everything's gonna go to shit as long as we get Finan, and that would made it go even crazier. But I just did like a quick cue, so I should be able to go straight into
They say,
the actual Finan trailer.
if suffering has an end, then I will be the deliverer.
What a guy. We love him. That
But
shot.
why is there absolutely nothing behind me now?
After it's over, I'll open a tailor shop.
It wouldn't be bad to live for yourself.
Ugh.
I want to be a normal person.
That's not a wish.
Time to see who's better.
And stand up and face me!
Also, this theme again. What is that theme? Because it's so good and haunting. Oh,
Take them all away from me!
oh nah.
May this world never again need a deliverer.
Finan of Ides Elysiae. What is your dream?
Aw. I do need this theme. My goodness. Oh, the babies. Oh, happy boys.
In truth, I just want...
Oh nah. Okay. Lordy. Hey, Finan. Calm down. Dear Lordy.
This is not the end. Then I will keep walking until I witness the end of this journey. But I will never submit to this idea of fate. Never.
The like pauldron, or is that his mask? It's one of the two. Oh, that might be a new wallpaper. 'Cause that shit goes unbelievably hard. And then so that's the one right before then, right? Like we just witnessed the end of the iteration before the one that we've played. Sorry, no, go back. My bad. Boop. Gonna leave a like and a favorite on this one, because
see.
oh my goodness.
If suffering
that.
has an end,
Oh, it's so
They're
cool. Finan he continues to be the best. Where's that shot? How is this not like the most repeated? How have people not constantly come here to get the wallpaper? But no, really good character trailer. I don't know if it's like Finan's theme, the theme of Finan's loss or something, but just the like male vocalization and like the piano chords in the back. And it's like the vocals get like detuned. Or is it the vocals I don't know. There's like some detuning or something that goes on that's really good. I love that theme. It was used really effectively in the actual story itself. I do need to grab that when the next album releases, unless it's already out, in which case another thing I need to do. But yeah, I don't know if I wish I'd seen this before. It kind of, if you're experiencing the story with knowledge of the cycles already, which I don't think we technically did. I don't know. Like, I was theorizing that there was cycles and whatnot because not it's not obfuscated in like enough to be not super obvious. It's not super hard to figure out that there's cycles, basically. Uh, Seeing this though, this does lead directly into the cycle we're experiencing in the story. But we get shown broken Finan in this, whereas we see that development happen in the story. So, I guess you can kind of do it either way. I'm happy seeing it afterwards, because I can still just appreciate how goated the man is. But man, oh, it's so good. The butterfly. Oh, it's so nasty. Oh, it's so good. And next is... Oh, is it Deliverer? Or no, Trailblazer? The Deliverer trailer? No, this one first. What is this? Oh yeah, there's like an animation of the boy. What is this? First, a pause. There we go.
This cruel flame chase journey
Also,
has made me abandon my fantasies.
real quick, because I was watching, was it TV Skyen? I'm curious if this is something you can do in here. Boop. Options. Background color. Background opacity. It's not too bad. Is there a character edge style? That's not good. That's probably good. Outline. I think that's fine. There we go. I feel like that having the black background just makes it feel like it's an overlay and doesn't quite fit in the video, whereas seeing it like this does feel like it fits a little bit more.
The future is not a paradise with a gentle west wind, waiting for us to step in.
Okay, we're getting right into it. It's only like a minute long, so it makes sense. Oh, okay. Don't pull his yiddies out. Don't do that. You'll make him stronger.
I will tear it apart, then usher in the first ray of blazing sunlight.
Lordy. They just put that in there for fun. They were just like, hey, what if we just showed Finan going nutty one more time before we move on? Now we get to this. We're now getting to stuff that is in this version, I think, and is worrying, and I'm excited to see what it is. Like, I've seen just images. I've seen the new March skin, I guess, is what I mean to say. Each of the friends. Oh, hello. Yeah, that. What? What is all this then, huh? Oh? The babies! No! Aw, oh, that's adorable. Him burning up, Lygus. Real quick, going back. That's the Trailblazer, right? Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's Trailblazer with... Look at... Yeah, that is the world bearing. So it could be Finan's? The yellow wraps and gloves. What was that? Raedra. Oh! Yo, she's going. Hey, the boy! That's terrifying. Hey, Herta. How's it going? Hey! Hey, I'm sorry, what? One of the sweetest shots to this? Have fun! Have heckin' fun. And I had no shame in falling asleep. It is It is good. Sleep is good for you. But yeah, and the VOD's up on we've got a YouTube channel, same name as this, if you wanted to go back and watch it, if you were curious. But yeah, I'm going to be streaming for a while again today, catching up on the new Star Rail release. Watching some of the trailers, getting caught up on some of the trailers now. And we've got new character, immediately knife. Worrying. But I'm excited for the story. Okay, real quick, so we've got the child, straight into knife, Hycelins. We have March, and we're those, yes, it's the, like, jellyfish that we've seen. Also, she, like, breaks into, Memoria, which is interesting. And we see how I might have seen, like, one post, like, just in passing on, like, on the app. It's like, oh, yeah, Dan Heng is still in there. And I think, if I remember right, we've seen the images of, there's the Earth Titan, the Georgios demigod, who's like a Dromus. But we also know that Dan Heng's new character is going to be Preservation. And so I forget if I saw it or I've just been assuming it. He's a long life species. He's actually just been waiting this whole time, which is crazy. We love Dan Heng, and you can see in this shot that there's like vines growing around his weapon, which is really cool. And what's going on here, huh? Oh? Are we getting... We have a Harmony Trailblazer. There's the puzzle piece. So we have Trailblazer, everyone in the past. Sunday gets added. We see the Stellaron Hunters in the background. The new friends here. Welt disappears, which I don't like. They disappear. So we're just going between the worlds, basically. Dan Heng looking nutty as always. Oh! Is that Cypher in the back just zooming in to the front? Yeah, she just runs right past everybody. Boop. All the friends. Dan Heng's new drip. Oh my goodness, he looks glorious. The fat horse. You can't really see me point at it. The fat horse. I love him. We love Yika. Dan Heng's looking trippy as hell. Walking through. Finan giving Trailblazer a pat on the shoulder before disappearing. So I've been playing a little bit of there's like a restaurant minigame event going on right now. Finan and Mighty are both there. But we're all in the, like, mem town with all the fairies. So I don't know if that's all them just being there because of, like, memory stuff, or if Finan is still here. Because at the end of the last version, he decided to go fight in the Nook personally and scratched him, which is insane. We love Finan. But the question was never really answered what happened to him after that. I assume, or at least what I've been assuming, is that we had Kaslana. I don't know, was that his original name and now he goes by Finan? I think technically now he's going by Finan, so maybe he goes by Kaslana again now. What I've been assuming is Kaslana's been building up all of the core flames and was super strong by the end of everything. Went and fought in a Nook, and now since we're not continuing on anymore, we've been pushed back to the beginning one more time, and now the Trailblazer is the one who's playing like the main character instead of Finan. So the question is, did all of that Finan did cause him to be wiped out, or is he just now not the one who's going to remember everything, and he's just going to be normal Finan? Please let him just be normal Finan. That'd be great. Don't kill my boy. But the shot here of him slapping the Trailblazer on the shoulder is just like, alright, it's up to you now, passing the torch, and that's really good. Also, new Scary March. Ooh! Ooh! Hey, what the hell are we doing? Huh? Huh? It was disgusting. Oh, okay. And that's, No, what was that? Friend, why can't I remember her name? My goodness. Previously, mem. I think it's Elysia in Impact. I forget why can't I remember her actual name here? Finan's friend. I think her, like, final form. Yeah, but so what the hell is this? Because that looks, kind of Castellana-y, and I don't appreciate that. Just getting ready to punch him. Another restart. Okay, it is 3.5. Before their deaths. Boop. Terrifying, I love it. Terrifying, I love it.
Once upon a time,
And now the High Ceilings trailer.
in the frigid depths of the ocean,
Hello.
lived
There's
a
an eye back
sea
there.
siren princess who loved to sing.
Okay.
Like the beginning of all stories, one day...
It showed up. Just, hey, Tribby, what's up?
As expected, the unexpected happened to her.
Oh my goodness. After 1,000
The
years.
princess, however, remained unfazed. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Time to dance.
Well, not all surprises are bad ones. Such as a magical encounter.
Why are there more people here than fish?
There's
Oh, no.
interesting stuff everywhere. There are humans who don't eat fish, and there are cats who see seafood.
What was that? Fish are money?
Humans who
What? It's like honey?
don't eat fish, and there are cats who steal fish.
Hey, Cypher. You're about to die.
Give me back my fish.
Oh.
I'll be back.
The news of the sea siren princess making a ruckus in the
The music is also really good again.
Really pretty.
Hey, absolutely.
The monarch is here.
What were they doing? What were they doing? What are the boys up to this time? Oh my goodness, they're battling beetles. I love these two idiots. Intense battle. Aura farming with beetles.
The monarch is here.
Smash invitation?
Don't worry.
Enter the villain?
I'll take action.
Uh-huh.
An escape is unavoidable.
Oh nah.
Human pursuers finally exiled the two and drove them into the deep sea.
The game motif with Saraja.
But the
Tritra.
sea also harbors evil.
Oh? Oh?
And so, on that day, the sea siren princess made a decision. Alone, she sank into
Oh.
the depths of the sea.
Fish. Terrifying fish.
Once upon a time, in the frigid depths of the ocean, lived a sea siren princess who no longer sang. She had never seen land, but day after day, she painted visions in her dreams of an encounter 1,000 years from now.
She painted visions in her dreams of an encounter 1,000 years from now. Does she also have some memory? Because there's like a meeting with the Trailblazer. Like, I'm curious what the actual timeline is, where we start the beginning with her. There's a siren who loved to sing. And then here it's one who doesn't sing, but she's thinking of... Alright, sorry, one more time. Siren Princess loves to sing, goes on land, has all the fun adventures, gets cast back down into the sea, no longer sings and is dreaming of that story 1,000 years from now, which would imply a cycle. So what's up with that? I guess we'll learn in the story. Bing bong. And then I think just the Saraja trailer next. Yup. Okay, what was that? Chess piece. That is Saraja, her golden blood, Saraja herself. The knife again. What is that? A chess timer.
War.
War never changes.
Life cries out here, and then fades away. No one can control destiny.
Got bars though? Like, got the music is going crazy though?
Their path only lies in the palm of kings.
Terrifying. Oh, hi, Lygus. Okay.
Fate? Just some fun on the chessboard.
Oh, nah.
And oaths and friendship begin to rust.
Huh.
Foolish question.
Even if all bones turn to dust, and the path you came from falls to ruin.
Glory critique.
Even if you must fight yourself, and doubts of the past strike like a blade.
How can one who doubts herself ever hope to rule others? How can one be Imperator if one only looks backwards? As for
Okay.
the one who once swore the oath shall answer it.
Little
Shall
Icelands.
sound the triumphant anthem that conquers destiny.
Went pretty hard. Harpsichord. Aww. Till that makes sense. We don't have a Talantin yet, huh? Also, we saw boop, those chess pieces. A king and queen, it looks like, on their side. Another queen, or no, another king with high Cylons. Huh. So Saradra's the brains, like the strategic mind. Got it. And also, really cool. A Harmony Wind character. So Saradra's coming out soon, like in a few, like next week, in a few days. Gonna try to pull 4. I'm at like 14, 15 pulls saved up right now. I don't, from what I've heard, she's kind of specific, or kind of niche. So if I get her, sick. If I don't, that means I'm closer to getting whoever comes next. It could be any of the upcoming characters, and I would be excited. Because if we have new March, new Dan Heng, who I assume we don't just get. That'd be crazy, though. New March, new Dan Heng. Because, like, Imbibert or Lune, we didn't get for free. He was a limited. I didn't get him. Someday, please. Those two characters coming out. Elysia. Why can't I remember her name? Cyrene, right? I am a fool. I cannot recall for some reason. Finance friend. I think it's Cyrene. Cyrene, the two Trailblazers. Any of those characters, I'd be very excited to get. So if I do get Saradra, cool. If I don't, I'm all the closer to getting one of the others, which I'm also fine with. And now the actual keeping up with Star Rail about her. He has legs. Oh god, he has legs. He's adorable, but he has legs.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Hey Albert,
welcome to
how's it
Keep Up
going?
with Star Rail, the Saridra edition. By royal command, I, Lord Albert,
Duck's
have
Cutie
been tasked with
Pie?
reading an important decree
Yeah, he
from
is.
our sovereign Saridra. I am
Okay.
Saridra, the Imperator, Empress of the Holy City Akaba, and the one who
Oh.
ended the Chrysos War.
Oh.
Under my rule, all plots were crushed before they could take root, and every enemy was soundly defeated. Victory was absolute, with glory claimed under my banner. To this day, not once have I added judgment, not once have I failed. Therefore, my people, heed this decree whether you understand it or not. You are to assist the dear Trailblazer with everything you have.
Huh.
Who should defy this command will answer to my rage directly. Your flawless monarch, Saridra. In her own words, yes.
It's like the monarchs of old have returned. A
Yeah,
perfect
excellent.
proclamation, wouldn't you say, Fluffy Fish?
Aww.
Miss Icelands, just call me
He's not a fish.
Graceful Snowwing, if you please.
Of course, Snowwing Fish.
Grass species communication is tough. Should I call you Melodious Bird? The show must go on, and
Species.
our viewers must admire
Fish.
the Imperator's magnificence.
Fish.
Back to it! Keep this in mind. Our sovereign Saridra is a wind character following the path of harmony. She's
Okay.
wise, decisive, and always makes the right call in critical moments. When using her basic attack, our sovereign deals wind damage to one designated enemy.
Rook.
Using her skill, our sovereign grants military
Okay.
merit to the target ally or herself and gains
Okay.
1 point of special charge.
The moment the Imperator makes her move, she's
Interesting.
already played out 1,000 battles in her mind.
So what's she thinking now?
That's just her confidence.
Oh, I see. Showing a tolerance for mistakes. Characters with military merit have increased attack.
Okay.
And don't forget, after gaining military merit, using the basic attack or skill will help Saridra gain 1 special charge
Okay.
point. Furthermore, after the military merit holder attacks, our sovereign deals additional wind damage to the target once.
Okay.
Once our sovereign has built up enough charge points, she can level up military merit to peerage.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so she designates an ally to be her attacker. As they do attacks, she does follow-ups. And as they attack, she gets points, and then she can upgrade
Spell
them.
crowd control debuffs on the holder. The crit
Oh,
damage
okay.
and all type res penetration of the peerage holder's skill damage increases.
Their skill damage specifically. And removes crowd control buffs. Sure.
And the holder can trigger Coup de Monde when using their skill.
Oh.
Meaning the ability will be duplicated and activated in advance
Oh.
before the original ability.
Before, a single skill can only trigger coup de main and will not trigger it in succession. Trigger 1. During coup de main, Saridra will not gain exclusive charge points. Yeah, so use your skill that happens twice.
Is used! In action, it looks like the same skill is being used twice back to back! After Coup de Main ends, our sovereign consumes some charge points and peerage, reverts to military merit. So follow our sovereign's banner to gain military merit, ascend to peerage,
Interesting.
and launch a Coup de Main!
So if you have a hyper DPS, like if you have the, what is it? What there's the word for that? You have like the one character that's doing damage and everyone else hyper carry. You're hyper carrying 1 DPS.
Then you'll reach the peak
Got
of
it.
your potential. Isn't that right, Dux Gladiorum?
Indeed. And when that glory is upon us, I shall host an eternal banquet in your name, toasting to the stars and dreaming beneath the galaxy's light.
Ooh,
Okay.
even the stars can be banquet companions. Ooh, the sovereign troops have amazing benefits. Just a heads up, only 1 military merit holder can be present on the battlefield.
Yeah,
When
makes
the target
sense.
changes, military merit moves on to the next one, and the sovereign's charge points reset to 1.
Tough.
After unlocking a certain traits, our sovereign
Vici-
skill can
Veni
give a
Vidi
speed
Vici?
boost for
Is that
her
the-
and the military merit holder for some turns.
That's
Using
cool.
military merit
Makes
holder's
it faster
basic
as
attack
well.
or skill will also grant Saridra energy. After using her
Ooh.
ultimate, our
Okay.
sovereign gains some charge points and deals wind damage to all enemies. If no one currently holds military merit, our sovereign will grant it to the first position allied character
Gotcha.
in the lineup. Ooh, nothing more satisfying than a hearty victory.
No, what she truly revels in is watching others struggle desperately and still lose.
Oh, you're a
After
psychopath. Got
unlocking
it.
another specific trace, Saridra,
VD,
our sovereign,
yep.
increases her crit rate by 100%.
Oh.
When the military merit
Oh.
uses ultimate for the first time in a battle,
Cool.
our sovereign also gains 1 special charge point. The
Huh.
sovereign's technique grants military merit to herself. Switching active characters before combat begins will give military merit to the character you switch to last.
Okay,
After
that's
entering
cool.
combat, she'll automatically use her skill once on the military merit holder without consuming skill points.
That's good.
To make sure everyone understands, our sovereign has ordered me to give you a full breakdown of her abilities. Saridra, our sovereign, greatly empowers teammates who rely on skills to deal
Yep,
damage.
skills
Her unique
specifically.
Good Mod mechanic lets allies use the same skill twice in one.
Wait, she's gonna be really good for Archer, isn't she? Cause then you have him just use skill so many times. Wait, okay, I might have to pull Sriracha just for that. I was going in my mind like, is she kind of worth it for like that? And then I realized she might be really good for Archer, and that I'm dumping everything I have at the moment.
On
That'd
action,
be really
unleashing
funny.
devastating burst damage. Our Sovereign can quickly build up charge points by using her own skill or ultimate, or when the military merit holder uses their basic attack or skill.
Yep.
After leveling up military merit to peerage, which can trigger coup de main, the enemy will be swiftly wiped out in one powerful burst.
It is crazy
Now
for
then,
fighting.
let's take a
That's
moment to
fair.
admire our Sovereign's
I'm looking this up now.
presence on the battlefield. With flawless strategy, our Sovereign grants Fighting military merit that automatically uses her skill in a once after entering combat. At the same time, her energy fills to the max, and she uses her ultimate, dealing damage to all enemies and gaining special charge points. It's still our Sovereign's turn. She uses her skill, gaining even more special charge points. Now it's Fighting's turn. He uses the skill, wounding the enemy and granting one special charge point to our Sovereign. Right after that, Sunny uses his skill and ultimate on Fighting, and Fighting takes extra action, maxing out our Sovereign's charge points. With military merit ascended to peerage, Fighting is also fully charged and uses his ultimate to transform.
And more
Fighting triggers
skills.
coup de main with his enhanced skill,
It's
unleashing
ridiculous.
2 consecutive enhanced skills on the enemy. Under our
My
Sovereign's brilliant command, the enemies are wiped out with ease. This feels like her royal way of saying, that's a wrap. And that, dear viewers, was a glorious display from Saridra, our Sovereign, our Imperator. A performance you'll want to watch over again and again.
Another shining triumph added to her long list of victories.
But
once again,
feelings, if I may ask, do you think our Sovereign will be pleased with how I did?
If you doubt someone, don't choose them. If you choose someone, don't doubt them. The Imperator chose you, didn't she?
Aw.
There's something you might not know. The peerage I received, well, it's kinda...
No worries, cutie hootie fry.
Aw.
Let me add a little note for you.
Yeah, cutie isn't bad, really. It's just that the hootie part makes it all about my vocals. But I'm more than just my chirps, you know? Isn't there something that captures my whole vibe a bit better?
Of course.
Oh, no.
How about cutie pie fry?
You two really are perfectly in sync.
He's adorable, and we love him. Now, fun fact. I was doing the restaurant event I mentioned earlier before this, and I was like, oh, let me get near the main quest so I can, get everything ready, good to start streaming. And I was like, oh, the navigate button. And it was like, okay, cool. Do you want to start immediately, or do you want to watch the recap? No option to exit. So I had to just close the game. So I still need to get it booted back up again. Give me one moment while I... Bip. Boop. Close this tab. Oop-a-doop-a-doop. Huh? One moment while I reflexively check my YouTube subscriptions. Close that. Open this back up. Bip. Here's hope he doesn't throw an error or something. Here's hope I didn't cook my account by closing the game unexpectedly. I very much doubt it. Archer, Sparkle, Cypher, Silverwolf, Saridra. The res pen is really nice. First. Oh. Yeah. And Pep. We're back. We're back in. But Archer mains SHR subreddit. Huh? I'm very happy that I'm still happy just getting one of each character. Because I'm seeing people be like, your pull priority should probably be this if you don't have E1, S1 for this character. I'm just like, I have the character. I'm happy. Speaking of having the character, 0 pulls there. It does make me kind of want to pull more for them. Yeah, so I do have high ceilings already. I pulled her. I forget how long, like last week or something. Uh, so we do have her, and I do have Kafka, and Black Swan and Ho Ho. So new team, new team setup. But yes, but I have the app. We saw 15 pulls. Not 1 second. 24 hours from a few hours ago. Yeah, so Tuesday. Tuesday night. Might do a stream then. Let me check my calendar. How busy is my week looking? Wee. I need to text my uncle. It's his birthday today. Boop. I do something after tomorrow. I have D&D on Tuesday. But it doesn't go crazy late. I might be able to update and stream. We'll see. Oh, there's a quiz next weekend. I do have some stuff this week. Huh. Oh boy. Oh. Didn't you guys finished? You finished Bellabog in Eurela 6. You just saw I played a bit during the anniversary. Good Castris on a fluke. Single on a fluke. Any team building advice? Just single. Well, let's see. Let's do a bit of the research. So she is your main damage dealer. She's good mostly in AoE situations. Boop-a-doop-a-doop. So, you know, if general team building, you're going to want someone to keep everyone alive, someone for buffing, someone to do damage, and then kind of a flex of someone else to buff, or another person to do damage. So 1 to 2 DPS, a support, like damage-wise, and then someone to keep everyone alive. The Casterus, boop. I always, whenever I pull a new character, end up going to either Game 8 or Pridwin. There are two of the first sites that pop up when you look up such and such Honkai Star Rail. Best builds. Nope, that's best teams is what I want. Free to play. A recommendation for free to play. Casterus, best free to play teammate is the Remembrance Trailblazer, that will take you some time to get to, unfortunately, because you have to get to this world. Pella, who is from Bellabog, you've met her, and Lynx, who is also from Bellabog, you've met her. Trailblazer provides buffs and turn advance to Casterus, increasing damage output. Pale is good for decreasing defensive enemies, and Lynx can increase HP with her skill. I forgot she did that. Yeah, and it'll actually, sites like this will show you, they're like, oh, here's a free-to-play team, a premium team. So, like, Casterus, Trailblazer, Tribby, and Hyacinth is the premium team. And then there's also Casterus double DPS, for which they put Casterus and then Mighty with Tribby and Gallagher. Yeah, so Casterus is very good for, first of all, very good to have just in general, because she has the just global passive that even if she's not in your party, everyone can tank one hit that would have killed them, which is insane. Or rather, you can tank a hit that would kill one time, just across the party. But if two people would have died at the same time, they both get it, I believe. So, Casterus is good AoE damage dealer. Harmony Snowbird. Global passive is insane. Harmony is about break damage, which isn't as good, although I think she does some crit buffs. The main thing with Casterus is, I forget, does she scale off HP? With DPSs, you want to try to get close to 100% crit rate, so you're doing critical hits all the time. Poet set, crit rate substats, crit damage, Trying to remember if she has one of her main, what the hell is this? What is going on? One of the main things with Casterus is that she burns through health. So you do want to make sure you have someone there to keep her health topped up. I actually found that, what's his name? Wow. 1 second, let me go to my character list. Boop. Where's my boy? Where's Apocalypse himself? The boy. There he is. Locha, there we go. I didn't have... Well, I got him, I think, from the, like, selector we got around the anniversary. Um, yes, hello, Locha. Locha, how's it going? You crazy person. I got him around that time, and his thing is, I think, on attack, people get health back, which was really nice for Castris, because she burns through health to do attacks. So she would then get health back. Links in Gallagher's the best. Currently using links in the fire button. Yeah, so let's see. They have... Boopy doopy doop. Can I go by type? Huh? That's by level. Abundance. Confirm. No, you guys are just in the team. Ho-Ho is good for energy regen and kind of passive healing. Bailu, who I have like E4 of, dag nabbit. Not very high tier healer, but which is nice because of his like continuous healing. And then yeah, you've mentioned these two already. Real quick, with those two, let's look at the leveling recommendations. So very useful in-game stuff, just on kind of making sure that each character's doing their best output-wise. They give you recommendations on what to level up first. So the ultimate dispels debuffs, immediately restores HP, equal to Lynx's HP, so of course you're going to want to level Lynx's HP as well. One helps keep the healer alive if they have a lot of HP, and a lot of the time increases the max HP of whoever's healed by 8% of Lynx's HP plus 222. Oh, and then restores by 12%. Yeah, so one is to make sure Lynx and I believe Gallagher have their HP very high. Oh no, he is literally just... Gallagher, what's wrong with you? That's just a flat amount, buddy. That don't make any sense. Talent, blah, blah, blah. That is fair. Boop doop doop. Let's see, I'm trying to think of... Let's see. Yeah, because there's always... if I remember right, I believe you can use... If you go to the menu... F4... Yeah, like, so Rager's not out yet. But you can... It'll go in and it'll tell you if you set them as your build target, or if you go to the character's... what's the word for it? If you go to their... like, just their character page, you can see the stuff they need to level up. And I believe if you go and you just click on this, it'll take you to the place... Archer. But if you go here, it'll take you to the place you can get materials. Once you can use them, you can go and farm them, even if you haven't gone to that point in the story yet, which is nice. Archer's very fun. However, I say that as someone who's a really big fan of Archer outside of Star Rail, so I am very biased. The other character from the crossover, Saber, also a very good character. Archer, I remember, isn't... If you have the right stuff for him, he's really good. For him, you really want action advance. You want him to take a lot of turns and to have a lot of skill points. So you're going to want people to bring up his... You want his teammates to not be using skill points that often, and you want them to be giving him a lot of turns. So you want him to be fast, you want people that can bring up another ally's turn real quick, and all that stuff. Also, you get the nice thing where if you do enough pulls... Actually, no, I think that already ended. There was a nice thing. If you did enough pulls, you could get his signature light cone. But I think that is gone now. Saber's just so cool as well. Saber's whole thing is ultimate. Her ultimate, just getting to spam it. It does a lot of damage. We love Saber in this household. I don't think either of these characters are particularly great for... I don't think either of these characters are particularly great for Castris if you're looking to build her. But yes, the main thing with her is making sure her HP is up. If you have... It hurts to say, but there aren't that many preservation characters. Nope. Hello, let's look at all the preservation characters. There's like 3 or 4 of them. March is also in here, but I don't currently have her in that form. So it's kind of tough having... Oh! How did... Is she... One moment. Where's the... Boop. How? How'd you get Ranmei? I'm just confused now. She's not on rate up. She's also not in the, like, standard. Or no, is she in the standard at all? They didn't add her here, did they? Boop-a-doop-a-doop. Light cones. Those are 4-star characters. Where's the... Yeah, what? How'd you get Ranmei? Oh, okay. So you got her from just a bit back then. Ranmei is also good for break. So if you have a character that can do a lot of toughness damage, Ranmei helps do more damage to the toughness gauge, and also helps enemies stay broken. If you use her ult, then when an enemy would get up, typically, the first time they'll get knocked back down. So Ranmei is very good for knocking enemies down and keeping them down. And the Harmony Trailblazer, the Harmony Trailblazer is really good for doing super break damage, which happens when you break enemies. So those two work really well together. I know Firefly is one of the main teams, or one of the main characters that people use for that, because she does so much damage and came out around the same time. But yeah, so if you have Ranmei, Ranmei's a very good do more damage kind of support and enabling more super break damage, and Harmony Trailblazer is good for doing super break damage, which happens when enemies are broken. One thing I will say about HSR and a lot of, at least what I think are the better gacha games in general, is to take your time. You don't got to worry about making a crazy amount of progress right now. There's always... is there a glitch? The new March. Man. 90 pulls is the hard pity. If you hit 90 pulls across either of the limited banners, quick note, the Saber and Archer banners, those, I believe, those do not count towards the pity on the regular limited banners. So, like, we have the Bip up here. We have these two characters that are currently the limited characters. If you pull on either of these banners, it keeps track. If you do 10 pulls here, 15 pulls here, then you have 25 pity across these banners, and it tracks that. This, I believe, is tracked separately. So, if you want more of these characters, go for them. If you want to focus on the upcoming limited characters, focus more on doing these. Of course, if you want either of these characters, yeah, you can start pulling for them. Why not? But if you really want the new March, then I would start saving up. Right now, you can't see it. I'm at 15 tickets, 250 Jade. Never mind, I'm at 16 tickets and 90 Jade. I already have both these characters, so I'm just saving my resources. But if you get up to 90... Nice! So you've got... Yeah, that's a 10 pull and another 18. So another 8, so up to 18. If you do pulls on these, it will start building towards hard pity, but if you end up pulling one of them, then you'll end up getting that character and the pity resets. But the hard pity is 90. However, it's worth noting, you got the character that was on banner. Just a whole other thing. You do 90 pulls. You don't get a 5-star, then on the 90th, you get a 5-star. However, it's a 50-50 chance if it's this 5-star. So you do the 90, you get a 50-50. Do you get this character, or do you get another random 5-star out of like the general pool? If you don't get the character that was on banner, then the next time you hit hard pity, it is guaranteed to be the person on banner. So like if I was pulling for Hysolins and I didn't get her, and instead I got Japard for the 3rd time, the next time I do 90 and I hit hard pity, or just the next time I get a 5-star, it would be guaranteed. Like if I then went to the Kafka banner and I did a bunch of pulls there, and I hit another 90 or got another 5-star, it would be guaranteed to be Kafka. So that's the thing. So if you want to guarantee absolutely that you get a character, you technically need 180 pulls. But you don't always hit hard pity. You could do, I think at one point, I think I got 2 5-stars within like 10 pulls. It was insane. Oh, your first gacha game. It's a pretty good one. Some people complain about there not being, enough characters, or there being too many 5-stars. I've been playing it regularly, so I don't really have a unbiased opinion of it. I think it does gacha stuff pretty well. I think building the characters, as long as you have patience with it and you don't try to rush, isn't too bad. You've got your daily stamina. If you're trying to build stuff up, just go into your boop, have a character you're trying to build, go in there. So yeah, at 90 you get a 5-star guaranteed, and if the last 5-star you got wasn't the one on banner, it's guaranteed to be the one on banner. But if you're just starting from 0 without any history there, if you get 90, it's a 50-50 if you get the character on banner or not, which is tough. But that's the way it goes. One of the first gacha games that I'm still playing, Fate Grand Order. It's 300 pulls to guarantee, I think, just a 5-star. Or no. It might be 300 to guarantee the character. Either way, it's a lot. It is a lot of pulls to get that. Like, you have to spend money. In Star Rail, if you're doing dailies... Yeah, no, it's... there's one time, I think it was for an anniversary, a character known as Archetype Earth was the one on banner. It was an anniversary thing, whole big deal. And it was like, oh, for every character you've got to max level, you get a bunch of the pulls currency for it. So I ended up hitting the hard pity for the first time in that game, because I had like 1,000... No, I think I had like 300 pulls. It was ridiculous. I used up all of the pulls, and then I think had to grind a few more to actually hit the pity and get them. It was crazy. But all that to say that Star Rail is actually somewhat forgiving. If you have a character, like right now, I'm feeling kind of iffy about Saradra. I'll probably still end up pulling on her, because she seems kind of cool, and I like collecting one of each character. I don't spend money to guarantee that, but I like at least trying. Like I said, I've pulled already. I already have Hysolins. I've had Kafka for a while. I'm not pulling on either of them, because I'd rather have a new character than get one of them leveled up. But with both doing pulls and with building characters, it's just a daily thing. You go in. My favorite way to do it, is to start beginning of every week. Go ahead and do your roguelike run in the simulated universe. Easy way to get some free pulls, free standard pulls. It's nice. And then just the daily, the way I typically do it, logging in gets you 10. Dispatching assignments also gets you 10. If you go in, there's the 120 stamina basically, and 20 enemies. Whatever character you're wanting to level up, set them as your build target, and then go in and see what it is that you need. And then you can go, oh, I need this stuff. Whatever this heckin' talent material is, if you go in there, or you could, what I did initially, go to your, not that, Crimson Calyx. Nope. It's... Am I a blind man? One second, I may be a fool. Why am I blind? Oh no, it's golden. If again, you said you're capped right now, so it's probably, if you can afford to level up your characters, where have I noticed? Tribby is very good. Real quick, just gonna finish this thought. If you can level up characters, you can go into here and you can do one of the EXP things. Or if you have a character you're wanting to build, set them as your build target, go in here, do this, set your, do 6 attempts. If you have a team that can get through it, set it to auto. Do this twice. By doing this twice, you will consume 120 stamina, and you'll defeat 20 enemies, which then will get you... Boop. Defeat 20 enemies, consume 120 Trailblaze power, that's 300. Logging gets you 100, dispatching assignment gets you 100. This takes like 5 minutes, and that gets you 60 jade a day. Gets you like a third of a pool. Do that 3 days, you get a pool. And over enough time, you get quite a few pools out of that. And you'll be building characters at the same time. That's just my kind of daily routine. Every week, do one of these, get the max weekly points. That'll get you some pulls. Doing these as you can. Don't pull your hair out about it, though. And as your friend was saying... Where's the child? Actually, let me do it this way. Here's my teams. Acheron. Old characters. Here's a good break team. Gallagher is actually also good for break teams, by the way. There's the first instance of the child. There's the child again. There's the child again. There's the child again. No child there. Yeah, so there's like 3 or 4 teams that have the child in them. Because the child is, in fact, goated. Where's their stuff? Every time someone uses an ultimate, they do a special attack. That's one thing. They put down a zone. After other allies use ultimate, Tribby does a follow-up attack, dealing quantum damage equal to 18% of Tribby's health to all enemies. So Tribby's one of those characters you actually just build for health, which is funny. The basic attack does blast, which is, not bad, especially because, again, basic attack hits 3 enemies and also scales off of Tribby's maximum health instead of attack, which is interesting. The skill gives numinosity to Tribby, which lasts for 3 turns. As long as Tribby has numinosity, all allies, basically, if you have a wind, an enemy that's weak to wind, and you have a fire character, they do less damage. They do 24% more. That resistance, they're not weak to fire. That matters 24% less. So it's almost a quarter weakness that gets applied to enemies, if you think of it that way, which is really nice. The ultimate is kind of nice, and is also good for Casterus, if I remember right. Just does damage, and it deploys a zone. While the zone is out, increases enemy target's damage taken by 30%. So, while Tribby has their ultimate deployed, enemies take 30% more damage, which is crazy. After an ally target attacks, so every time one of your guys attacks, for every target they hit, the zone does 1 instance of damage to them, equal to 12% of Tribby's max HP, to the highest health enemy that's out there. And it lasts for 2 turns. So basically, Tribby debuffs the enemies, buffs your friends, and makes weaknesses matter less, which is pretty good. And there's a general build for them. The Blessed Child. But yes, the she. We love Saber. This is a Saber household. But yes, sorry. I'm getting very distracted. Archer. You brought up earlier. Did I not give him the... You have a voice now. Congratulations. Boop. Nice man. Archer, yeah, like I was saying earlier, absolutely devours skill points, but does a lot of damage with it to single targets. Also, as you're building teams, a fun, kind of the basics to get down is hunt characters, single targets. Uh, erudition is multiple target, like attacks and whatnot. Remembrance is summons. Abundance is healing. Preservation. Abundance is healing, undoing damage that's been done. Preservation is preventing damage from being done. But both are support roles. You've got Harmony, which is about buffing people. Nihility, which is about debuffs, including damage over time. Destruction is about that character alone surviving and doing damage, typically at the cost of their own health. But yeah, there's many things to consider. But single target, multi-target, like type attacks, good in different modes and in different fights. Boop. Oh yeah, I was gonna read all this stuff. Let's see. Again, games 8 and Pridwin are very good in terms of if you want to see some good builds. There's plenty of videos online as well about building different characters. Is it Braxophone? I think it's Braxophone. Although I think he's taking a step back from doing... was it specifically Star Rail? Might have specifically been Star Rail. I forget. But he's taking a step back from doing some of that stuff. But he has a lot of videos out already about a bunch of characters and how to build them well and all that stuff. But yeah, again, my number one tip is to just have patience with yourself and with the game. Because if you can upgrade a character, but like you're out of stamina, take a break for the day. Come back the next day, and just over time you'll be able to build up the materials and all that stuff that you need to get them high level. Find a character you love, build a team around them. So if you love Castorus, they do a lot of AoE damage, so that's why Tribby is very good for Castorus. Castorus does so much AoE, and Tribby's whole thing is, oh, the field's out? For every one you hit, deal more damage to the biggest thing there. So it takes all the spread out damage that Castorus does and refocuses it on whatever the biggest threat is, essentially. So those two are really good. I don't know if you were implying that you have Tribby, or that you were hoping to get Tribby, but yes, Tribby is a very good support. Just, again, keeping health up. Tribby's helpful for improving the damage Castorus does. What was another thing with... Yeah, different types of healing and whatnot. Was there anything else? I think that's about all I got. It is now time for me to do homework. Yes, the very funny dragon. Yes. Oh, hey. The Triplets of Fate. Also, but yeah, Castorus is deal damage to everything by consuming your own HP. So basically, do damage to everyone, including your own team, is her thing. But then also, she does get some health back. And that is also, it's important to look into light cones as well. And the, what is it called? The relics. Relic sets give very important buffs, and so do light cones. So those are also very important to look into, because that can also... They introduce new mechanics that can really help buff a character. Now let's look at this. What is it? Is this another... Oh, nah. Okay. We do have those. Was it Flame Chaser Path? No, that's this. Imperator. So this is about to be Dawn Hung in March, I guess. And then Hyslins and Seradra. Interesting. And we're all gonna have fun together. These are the notes. I've read all of these. Also, yes, I am about to get into some Amphorius lore stuff. Fair warning. Because there's, it's literally just known as Mysterious Foreign Guest. Also Seismic Walking Dragon. Yeah, those are friends. Let's wrap up. Oh? Oh, because that one's not unlocked yet. Got it. Gonna wrap up the stories of these fun friends. And let's see. 1, 2. Healer of Light. You're pretty close to the end. 1 mo. Okay. Let's start with Cypher. How does all this end, Cypher?
This is an age of ruin. The Chrysos War ignites once more, while Zagreus' taunts ripple through the city streets. This is also an age of splendor. 300 thieves spring forth from Dolos, each scheming to conceal the truth from prying eyes, robbing the rich to give succor to the poor.
Oh, sorry. Oops.
Every one of them deceives gods and men alike, righteous and valiant. The fling chase journey has been cut short midway. Yet the girl pounds her chest at the Gold Weaver, not afraid. The core flame of trickery is near. If now isn't the time to risk it all, then when? The prophecy reveals the Titan's trail. Golden threads bind the fleeing god of thieves.
Nice trick. But why not release me? I can show you where all buried treasures lie.
The young girl flashed a grin and walked towards the god who was pretending to smile.
Oh, Zagreus.
I once vowed to the god of thieves that I would force trickery to reap what they have sown. The Titan whispered from the vortex, the god of trickery's earnest plea. They made a promise to the girl who entered the trial, that the whole world would be bathed in light. No more lies and deceit.
Yeah, trust the promise. Oh no. If my divine authority is not inherited, shadowed lies shall never again be born. And I, even having lost the core flame, may yet scrape out survival here in secret.
The young girl recalled the hearth fire of her childhood.
Cyphera, only honesty is well liked.
She pursed her lips.
That does sound like quite the ideal society. Of course I didn't accept. How boring would a world without deception be?
The young girl demonstrated her newly acquired divine power, molding lies into reality.
Yeah.
The defeated Titan is now not but a wandering soul.
But
Interesting.
somewhere far away, a purple spirit thief opened bleary eyes.
Huh.
They had forgotten their previous life as a Titan, and remembered only the girl's crafty message.
Go! Collect treasure, you greedy little grape. Once you regain the memories of trickery from chests, then I will claim the reward for saving your life.
Nice.
In the days spent away from Akima, the girl grew accustomed to traveling alone. In a certain city, she heard of a spirit thief. Rumors aplenty.
Oh my. Hey, Bartolos.
So saying, the spirit thief steals the girl's coin pouch and fled without a trace. But a gust of wind brushed past, and the girl had already caught them.
Running for it? Your life was saved by my trickery, you know.
The old god and the new finally reunite.
Aww.
The two rivals who, from that moment on, became thieves and
Yeah.
companions both.
You can do that. It's true.
It's just that the spirit thief's companion was always scaring them.
Hey, the fish in the River of Souls are starving, you know.
Take that, Cypher. Bartolos is a piece of work, but you don't gotta be that mean to him.
A thief reveals a few lies.
The first lie is called Fellow Thieves, come on and deceive gods with me.
Also, yeah, so it's you can use, typically what I end up doing is using the Dragon's Breath until, I think it takes 25% of health each time. So if you do it 3 times, or just until it would take out the dragon, you can use it, not quite take him out, and then just use the claw attack to end it. But once you do that the 3rd time, like once the 3rd turn comes around, they will just use all of their gauge and disappear. But yeah, it makes them last on the field longer, which is nice.
The world has already forgotten that feast. Lies unnumbered that drowned the Day of Souls. Schemes uncounted, burning for a night of revelry. 300 thieves shackled in imprisonment, in exchange for a Titan's resigned confinement.
To have managed to trick the Grand Master of all tricks.
I can die happy now.
This was Dolos's great achievement. The deception of the gods, where even Zagreus was fooled.
Okay, we can't go back. So, the thief creates a few lies. Under that. Huh.
The second lie is called The God of Trickery is now not but a wandering soul.
Why did she spare the Titan's life? The young girl knew not, even after asking herself. Was it greed for the treasure they promised? Or had she vaguely perceived their lonely fate?
It's because you're every bit as despicable as I am. It's such a relief not having to deal with the noble.
The girl dismissed and made light of herself, only forgetting trickery was once a god that supported the world.
The third lie is called Oh, eternal day, endlessly illuminate the holy city.
At Dawncloud,
Yeah,
Chaplin's secrets
that was a wild
foretold
moment.
the coming of that endless night.
What if my lies are more sophisticated? Can the dawn last forever? No end in sight?
Bearing the fate of the Thief Star, the girl was long used to walking in shadow. But as she gazed towards the holy city's dawn, her duty became fixed in her heart, stalwart in might.
The fourth lie is called There's no reason. I just don't want to see you again.
Oh, that's terrible.
The
Oh
girl
no.
tried to mask her nonchalance,
Oh.
but could never fool the golden thread's questions. But it is the false-hearted malice that most powerfully forces belief. A true flame chase hero willingly faded from attention, while the wayfaring traveler grasped tight onto fleeting light. She used divine power to forge a mask and conceal the last of her true heart.
The fifth lie
It's tough.
is called No. There are no more lies left.
The whimsical coin fell to the ground, telling the tale of fate fulfilled. travels unwitnessed, ruses unknown. To whom may these now be told? Lies are always but lies, but you can make them more beautiful than the truth. Unlike
Oh,
a
okay.
golden
On the summer
thread
sky.
tailored just for her, an exquisite robe that she never stole.
The somber sky, golden blood soaked the thief's cloak. Oh. Cypher does grow on you. Thank you, Nabbit. That is all but fine. Well, so we have 2 here, and then what was like 4 here? No, okay, just 3. Oh, there's gonna be so many here. Hycelins, then Finan.
On that day, the dawn promised by the Skyfather shattered in haste. As the black tide surged, breaking through the walls with relentless grace. In a quaint yet exquisite courtyard, 2 bitter foes meet at journey's end. Their fates entwined in fate's regard. With no escape, no road behind, they trade a weary smile in kind. Together they gaze at the heavens of fire.
If I can ever see the faint light again and stay alive.
Then, Outlander Nemesis, you I will forgive.
Not long ago, as the romantic demigod closed her eyes, the girl bottled her tears in sorrow, and once more opened the dim-lit garden wide. 2 figures step into the courtyard's gate. A general of Kremnos, her body torn, by vengeance bound, by fury swayed. A noble of the holy city, once wrapped in gold, now haunted by a fate betrayed. A simple injury, or so the girl believed. Yet the 2 women met with scorn, their words like blades. Because their children fled in love's embrace, while bloodied pasts left scars in place.
Got him.
A feud unbroken by countless
This is
years.
Romeo and Juliet, is that what this is?
Chasm carved by blood and spears. This was a sickness beyond the girl's touch.
Just do your duty as a healer, girl.
Family feuds are like sunlight and storm clouds. They cannot mend.
At last, the girl saw it clear. The courtyard's birth in days of yore was born to mend the rift of dusk and dawn.
Then I will make every effort to have you cast aside your difference in this faint light.
Before long, the general's wounds were healed, and the noble's worries gently repealed. Yet when their gazes met once more, the loathing within remained unswayed. The girl then spoke the tale of her skykin, of a grandmother's sacrifice, a father's flight from within, of ancestors who descended, leaving their feud behind. Their hands in hers, she held them tight, yet flames of hatred burned too bright. She did not waver or despair. She just smiled and gazed upon the sky.
I will use my own fate to prove to you.
1 second.
The courtyard, once bright, lay steeped in night. Hanging blossoms and wind chimes, all swallowed by the black tide.
I mean, you can. It is a thing you can do. I mean, you don't have to use it at the very least, you don't have to use the breath attack until the dragon disappears. And like, I don't know, I forget how Twitch chat works, if you can see all the discussion we've been having. But they're just talking about how they have Castris, but they're still just past Belobog. So they're trying to get a team pulled together that'll help carry him through stuff. Uh, having casters who constantly well, I mean the main thing is that you can, if you use the breath attack fully, you only get 1 turn of it. Whereas if you use it over 3 turns, if you use it all the way until the dragon would disappear and then do the claw, you get more use out of it. So there's that. And also that also it also then lets the dragon stay on the field and become a possible target, which can help them tank for the rest of the team. The breath attack still does a good amount of damage.
The general raised her spear for the noble's sake, while the noble whispered prayers for the general, gentle as a lake.
Nice. But yeah, we're reading up on the lore.
The faint light again and stay alive.
Then, Outlander Nemesis, you I will forgive.
The death they awaited never came. Instead, a cascade of colors fell from the heavens, simply there, protecting them both. The sky still burned, dark and low, yet her words lingered, a gentle ember refusing to fade.
I will use my own fate to prove to you. Day and night can be mended.
Day and night.
And so can hatred be
The
undone.
Lord seems to freeze mine at night. Let me just double check this again. Yeah. Hell yeah. We love Iceland. But yeah, I'm going through all the character stuff
Its ruins,
before starting the
blind
new version.
but weary eye gazes upon the earth in its dying sight. Alone, the girl remained upon the battlefield. No time to shy from the searing
Oh, I
cold,
did, didn't I?
nowhere
Whoops.
to wear her usual
Hyacinth.
She fought her way to
They
destiny.
do have very similar names, huh?
Of the crumbled mural, but one piece endured. A corner portraying the day thunder night, dazzling in blaze. She placed her hand upon the mural. Pain seared through skin and bone as the picture claimed her within its lines.
She's the healer. But
Nothing is mightier than the sky. It holds countless wonders within its clouds, and each opening and closing of the eyes brings dawn and dusk.
In that painted world, the girl Celiosi's eyes glowed, watching her father, steel-clad and unyielding, cross the land beneath the searing sun.
oh my. No fighting in chat. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Now, they were talking about how they're keeping Dragon out because they're having trouble with sustaining Casterus. It's reluctant. Tough. But yeah, because if the explosion doing a lot of damage, if you have the healing to keep Casterus sustained, yeah, you just keep spamming that stuff and you can build up Dragon really fast. But if you're having trouble with keeping everyone up, keeping the Dragon out so they can tank. Yeah, I assume that's where they're coming from. It's just that they're trying to have Casterus act a bit as a tank because they're having trouble with the sustain end of things, so they don't have all the characters to help keep her up.
But the girl known as Hyacinth recalled her father's fragile light in the dark, the journeys into lands unknown, marked by endless sunlit days and restless winds.
Oh,
Yet,
I hate the timing on this
sky
stuff.
remains so cold. It witnesses believers tear each other apart. And still, it cowardly flees from all responsibility.
Within the frame of that image, the one called Seliosi bore fury in her gaze. Her golden blood trailing as she turned from home, sharpening arrowheads beneath the wide and barren sky. Hyacinth remembered her grandmother's song. She recalled her prayer to Aquila before her grandmother's journey, and how bitterness followed her to an unknown land.
The sky is so lonely too. Forever distant from the world.
Yeah, it's what we started with, was saying that they were capped. They were trying to get past like after Belloc stuff.
No.
It keeps skipping.
Must be merciless. It must scorch
Okay.
the wicked,
Yeah, that's why I brought it up
temper the
earlier.
fragile,
Because I
and pass divine judgment upon all
I'm
human
trying to
wickedness.
Okay, there we go.
Within the mural, the girl
But yeah,
named
that's why I was saying.
Seleucid
Hey, I
became
said
the
not to go.
divine
What
eye,
the hell? Huh?
gazing down without mercy.
It doesn't want to. It doesn't want me to read.
Titan passing judgment upon her own kind.
You gonna behave now?
But in memories deep,
I literally have the auto turned off. Why are you?
golden threads that shielded all.
Game's tilting me a little bit
burning sun,
with text.
vast and unyielding,
Are you?
carrying the weight
Are you done?
of all the world had known.
Can I go back and read, please?
No, the sky does not forsake kindness.
Gotcha.
Through its boundless embrace, it
But yeah, that's why
carries the
earlier I
full flame
mentioned.
of hope for
That's
humanity.
why I was asking earlier if. Why I said earlier I wasn't sure if you could see everything, and I brought up that they were at Belobog. Now let me go back and read this stuff because it just went right through it. Night. Compassion. There we go. Yeah, it's cold. It's just like two. There we go. Yeah, we were talking about gacha games, and I brought up FGOs, which is a crazy pity. By which I mean like no pity at all. Hell yeah.
The sky.
Now it can go.
It's so dark. So cold.
In the depths of memory, the girl named Seliosi pulls her knees to her chest and trembles.
It's a lot.
Then
It really
please,
is.
Come sit in my courtyard.
A gentle ray of light seeped through. The celestial mural now fused anew. Once more, the land knows favor and boons.
But it is also doable with more like 4-star teams, which is nice.
Takes the hand of the girl
Aww.
who once was.
Oh, that's sweet.
I want to tell you the secret of the sky's
So where's
greatness. Whenever the anguished earth looks to it, it always offers a smile in return.
Where'd you go? Eh? What happened to the chat box? 1 second. Let me check some real quick. Oh no, that is the chat box itself. So wait, so where's the... Did it get deleted? Aw. I had like a backing for the chat so I could see it more clearly. Kukulain's the best. Kukulain's great. We love him. The man can't die. Or for example, I got Hercules early on, got his Bond CE. That man has clutched so many fights. It's incredible. Yeah, there's not as much variation in like the number of enemies, so you don't have to worry about that at all. Oh, Punishing Grey Raven. Ooh. Yeah, I tried playing Punishing Grey Raven. I didn't get very much into it because I've had so many other games to play. I've been considering dropping Zenless. I'm waiting to see where the story continues to go. But if I do, maybe I'll pick up Punishing Grey Raven instead. Because I have heard very good things about that, and I know the music is goated. No, it's fair. Zenless is okay to me. Yeah, Star Rail and FGO are the main two that I play. Zenless, I might drop. We'll see. Uh, just because I don't find all of the content as enjoyable. But Star Rail's got goated story. So does FGO. That's why I like playing him so much. Kaslana. If we could still laugh.
Final. Perhaps you're more suited to being a teacher's assistant.
There was once those who misunderstood his alias.
Instead of finding? Oh my goodness.
An eventuality for students. A
Pooh.
test for knowledge gained. It may bring wisdom to light and illuminate efforts, but the word's more common meaning is nothing less than the end.
That's quite ominous.
The man pretended to be surprised and responded with a smile.
Though it does dovetail with our destiny.
Laughter resounds. The man walks the land, leaving footprints filled with joy. Despite the weight of the past, he can always laugh it away. Those nearby glance at each other, unsure of how to respond.
Perhaps I was just born easygoing.
His explanation is just as carefree.
Look at Mighty and Professor Anaxa.
Please calm down, game.
Boys all grow up into serious adults.
And it didn't continue on. Praise Jesus. Yeah, I've also been getting a lot of Uma Musume. I can't. I can't imagine that, like, you know, a game like this, a game like FGO, and like there's like strategy in combat. A game like Zenless, there's like execution skill to have that'll like decide how everything goes. I'm pretty sure it's literally just gambling. Like the actual gameplay is gambling in Uma Musume. I'm good, but like you said, I've also seen one or two clips from the show, and dear lord, the animation looks hype as hell. Oh my goodness. Those horse girls racing be some of the craziest animation I've ever seen. It's awesome. Yeah.
But as long as I keep smiling, Akuma will always have an upbeat, shining young man.
Oh boy.
Though having said that, he too has quiet moments.
Oh really? Who would have thought?
Each time he gazed long toward the coming dawn. A smile remained fixed on his lips, paying no mind to anything else. His eyes were painted with the azure of the sky, gaze fixed on the titan bearing the world.
I was just imagining.
He explained his own trance in a comment.
Kefali too was once in mortal flesh and raiment.
Now, when the man comes with sword in hand, there is no need to doubt he will swiftly win victory. But his smile is pure. Ever since the start of the journey, he is still called a youth in this story.
He's still just a boy.
Youth is always ambitious, with lofty goals. But it seems that in the man's heart, only the wishes of others are held.
Thanks, Emiya.
Apart from
Friggin'
the ideal of deliverance,
crazy person.
what do you have left?
The golden-haired friend once asked him so. He remained silent. Then, as he was wont to do, he simply smiled.
As long as I don't ask for too much, everything will unfold as desired.
Everyone else can be happy. It'll be fine.
In Amphorius,
Oh no.
untitled statues are a prevalent sight. As for the inspiration behind these statues, they are said to be the clay figures that Kefali made at the world's creation. They made clay figures in their likeness, bestowed upon them the breath of life, and allowed the golden divinity of their blood to course through. Thus, the very first mortals roamed the earth, receiving the god's mercy while realizing the sorrows of this world. But that sorrow was, in the end, only the sorrow of the
I mean,
world.
shoot. I can't even say you're
Nobody
wrong.
ever cared what lay behind the smile, what the clay figure thought.
Oh. I wish that I was, well, I'm happy with the way I am, but it would have been funny to be a gamer, like a PC gamer, when TF2 was absolutely massive. It's still big, or somewhat big. Like it still has an audience, but can't imagine when it was like fully in its heyday.
He embraced their expectations, being willing to become the perfect vessel. Like that god who shouldered the world, the man never cried or frowned. Yet, he is not proud of his resolve. For sometimes, he even avoids the funerals of the departed. Only out of fear that he cannot cry for those in pain.
Okay. That's cool, Finan.
He once sought out
That's cool.
emotions of sorrow and walked with the lowliest of people.
Henceforth, your misfortune shall be my misfortune.
Responsibly and diligently, he protected all for the people, living in dilapidated cottages, sitting on aged stools, subsisting on nuts and fruit, beset by hunger and cold. The people thanked him for his grace, like a hearth warming winter nights.
He's too good a boy. He's the goodest boy.
Leaving warmth with promises of morrow. Whence does his warmth come from? None ask. The man gradually perceives his true nature, but he dares not speak. Unable to bear the turmoil in his heart, the man set off on a journey once more.
Then I shall go save what I can.
So here's the problem. My dream collab in HSR is a Fate collab. It's already here. So my answer would be another Fate collab with more characters. It's simply too good. Let's see. We already have... Back in the day, I would have said... Let's see. I mean, honestly, there's one or two, like, shows that I'd be interested in seeing. Like, if you bring, like, Freerun in here, that'd be kind of cool. Be kind of weird, though. Like, it could certainly work. I don't know. What other, like, shows would I want in here? The other funny answer... Oh, hi. Go away, please. Stop trying to put bot spam in my chat. There we go. Alright, got it. A few, like... When they announced Sora for Super Smash Bros., I was so excited. I would always be excited to have a Kingdom Hearts crossover with, like, anything. But I don't see... It would be cool to have those worlds collide, but I don't see how it would work out. It would be kind of weird. Back in the day, I would have said a Ruby crossover. RWBY. I was really into that show when it was airing. I didn't watch the last few seasons, though, and then Rooster Teeth went under, which was sad. But I'd still be curious to see what happened. To what would happen. But I know that there's already been one or two crossovers with Ruby and other stuff. And I feel like it was around that time that everything started kind of dying down, which just makes me sad. I miss Monty. Monty was a legend. And it's really sad that they had to just go on without him. But yeah, that would be I know Rooster Teeth might be coming back, and I'd be very curious to see what happens with all that. And I have been meaning to actually finish what does exist of Ruby. But, that's mostly in the past at this point. So those be some interesting crossovers.
He was a formidable warrior, invincible in battle. And when it was necessary to sacrifice for fellows, he could do so with ease, giving up everything without a show. Just as the ballad Blown on the Breeze says, losses are constant on the flame chase journey. Indeed,
hate to see it.
Sacrifices were not hard for him. Yet his misgivings grew with every tomorrow. Like a tear that cannot be shed, such a resolute willingness to let go comes only from the fact that in decisions, he is utterly unafraid to hurt himself.
Huh.
It is because you suffer
That would be interesting.
that you are so much stronger than any ordinary person.
There were also those who couldn't
I
understand
don't think I
him.
ever finished
Among
Dishonored,
them,
but it was a pretty good game.
But he smiled wryly
That'd be
in
that's
response.
a good answer. I would be
Perhaps
curious to see that.
everything was just human nature. Yet his misgivings never dissipated. This unknown man, in an unknown corner, from time to time, is swallowed by terror.
Could it be that, unknowingly, path I walk is by no means the correct one?
Oh, am I just freaking wrong?
Fearing only that the greater the burden, the more the mistakes. The road trod by heroes need not be that beset by thorns. Finally, at the terminus of that road, in a desolate, empty place, the man's arms tremble.
Second.
The power is beyond control, savaging all around it. This is the end of his road. But perhaps he had long foreseen it, but was doomed to be powerless to change it.
You know what? Weird. Well, kind of could be seen as just like a basic answer, but almost a reversal of that would be that I would be really interested, or I would. Kind of two stories here, an answer and a story here. I would laugh so hard and actually get back into it if there was a crossover with FGO or Star Rail with Fortnite. If they put characters from either of those games in Fortnite, I would in fact have to pick that back up again. I played with a bit with friends in college, and it was funny. Apparently they're adding proximity chat to like the main game mode, and so we're like, we might have to pick it back up again. And also they put Hatsune Miku in the game, which is hilarious. It's always one of the really fun things with crossovers is having something you love be introduced to a lot of people, and there's not much crazier than getting a character from a show you love put into Fortnite, because so many people are going to see that. Yeah, no, it's been a while. It's been a long while, but it would still be really funny.
I am willing to shoulder this world. That is no lie.
So I needed to check this one again. The greater the burden, the more the mistakes. Gotcha.
But before the tears could flow,
Whoosh.
they were vaporized by the
Whoosh.
heat. His light blazed brighter than the sun, but beneath it, there was but cold destruction. The nameless hero, Kazlana.
Your boy!
He had never loved himself. Why did he
Oh.
love this world?
Oh, that's a good. That is an absolute bar right there.
A gust of wind will one day sweep past, wiping away all the man's tracks. Nearly every footprint was stamped full of the fury that filled him. That humble youth faded away with the flames into yesterday. The first ray of light to pierce the long night was brought by the Burning Man.
The Burning Man.
But the body that bore the weight of the world was forged by the fires of wrath. Rage is a crafty emotion. It changes its face, concealing itself within the man's life. His friend fought blood-soaked battles, so their people would need fight no longer. But every victory in battle he gained left him neither satisfied nor proud, only with the indifference of emptiness.
You must be careful. Duty does not drive you to wield your blade, but hate.
His teacher kindly reminded him that.
Hey, by the way, don't forget.
That hatred, you seem to desire the destruction of the self.
But what about his joy? Was that too merely a phony disguise? He who once laughed amidst the crowd, day after day, as though it were second nature. No. Even though he knew not the meaning of love, that happy past was not a lie someone wove. But now, even those memories have melted into fury. His hatred is such that he cannot hold on to what he cherishes, though all is precious to him.
Only... What would be the way to say this? I like simply having a copy of a character makes me happy. I like just knowing that the character is in the collection now. But of course there are characters that I have pulled and I'm like, alright, well, I actually kind of wanted to get this other character who's coming up, and now that I pulled this one I have a less of a chance. A common example of this I will show you as soon as as soon as we're done reading through this one, right? And oh boy,
Filled with lone courage,
it's something.
he attempted to resist fate. But the burning sun that shines upon all creatures, once fallen, will incinerate the land, becoming golden death. But what of his sorrow? Indeed, the man could shed no tears. But at the moment the cycle manifested, when all that was familiar was now remote, the world collapsed, becoming empty in an instant. But the stabbing pain in the man's heart, was it but the residual warmth of his wraths? The truth no longer important. The man simply took another step forward. He wasn't willing to believe it, but was willing to acknowledge it.
There is no need to question your heart. No need to crave victory. If I am born to be a vessel of sin, then I shall roar at evil, and together with it burn.
In the endless cycles, there were some moments when the man felt everything dissolve like a dream. In that dream, he would awaken again and become once more the boy who loved to laugh. But were he to open his eyes, the fury would cast a shadow. He saw the creators choke his throat, gurgling and gasping, and in that boundless dream, he mistook them for his own jest. But their true forms were violent hatred, towards the creators, towards himself, a roaring inferno. The prophecy departed, Amphorius was unable to usher in the dawn. What rises in the distance is not the morning sun.
Oh no.
But a ball of all-devouring fire.
Conflagration.
Setting the universe in conflagration. Searing till the end of time.
He's just so cool. For a second I thought they might have changed his design, but nah. Okay, so you asked, yeah, these are all new characters, so we can give that a minute. Boop. If there As if there are any characters that I regret getting. Ooh. Oh, let's go. Let's McFrickin' go. A succulent Chinese meal. But close that for a second. Allow me to introduce you to first Yenching. I've like never used him. Because of course there are, as I brought up earlier, like the general pool of characters you can get. Behold the them. You know, the standard banner. These are 5 stars you can get at any time. Basically, if you get a 5-star and you lose the 50-50, it's going to be one of these characters. They have now introduced Celestial Invitation, where you actually get to pick who those characters are. Yeah, when you receive a 5-star, it can either be the featured one, or one of the following. So I've set this. I only have 1 copy of Blade and Sela, because they weren't originally in here. Actually, I don't think Fu Xuan was either. But I've still managed to get E2 of her, which is crazy. So these 2, there's a possibility I get another one of them, which is nice. I swapped them in to replace Bailu and Yenching. Japard was one of the first, I think was the first 5-star preservation character. That man was the GOAT for a while. I will never be mad about getting more Japard, because he deserves it for what he's done for me. However, Bailu, I've never used, well, I might have like once or twice, but I've never really wanted to use Bailu. I have E4 of Bailu, because I get the 50-50 and lose it and get Bailu. Dag nabbit. So Bailu now has, actually let's real quick look at, yeah, don't even have her fully leveled yet, because I refuse at this point. And also materials, especially these, hold on to these as best you can. The heal a single ally, and then also 2 random allies. Oh, and also the additional healing does less. Random healing. No. Bailu is not the child of prophecy like Tribi is. The skill is random healing. You pick who gets the first one, and then it's 2 random heals. Ultimate. Heal everyone a good bit, and imply invigoration. Invigoration does... Is it the talent? That's technique. Talent. After an allied target with invigoration is hit, restores their HP for some of Bailu's. That's okay. When Bailu's teammate receives a killing blow, they will not be knocked down, but will immediately be healed based on that. That can be triggered 1 time per battle. So like Caster's pulling everyone up once per battle, Bailu can do it once per battle as well. On 1 person. Instead of the like, if everyone gets wiped, everyone gets up, 1 person gets picked to get pulled back up. Ultimate, yeah, again, reapplies Invigorate, and basic attack just does damage. Also, the damage there stacks off of attack instead of health. This one's not bad. She can res people twice now. That's kind of cool. When she heals a target above normal HP, max HP increases by 10% for 2 turns. Sure. And characters with Invigorate receive less damage. Mostly having the RNG healing is the problem. Some of these are kinda nice, but she just gets power crept by like everyone else. And then there's the boy Yenching, who I like as a character. He's a cool character. His abilities aren't great. I also have him at E4. Oh, sorry, I was going to look at that real quick. So the buffs. If the target ally's current HP is equal to their max when Invigoration ends, regenerate 8 energy. Okay. After using her ultimate, Bailu's outgoing healing increases by 15% for 2 turns. Okay. That's just buffs. Every healing provided by the skill makes the recipient deal more damage. That's not bad either. But again, there's other healers that are simply better. If she wants to heal, she has to... I don't know, because she does do some healing with people today too. You know, I might swap Bailu in at some point just because I have her E up so high. Her last one, she can heal allies who receive a killing blow 1 more time. Okay. She's pretty meh. Looking back at her now, I do appreciate her a little bit more. I never really ended up using her. But she might be... I might put her in just to have fun, we'll see. Acheron, man. Man, Acheron was sick. She still is. I just don't use her as much. The boy, the Yenching, fully leveled. The talent is Soul Steel Sync. While it's active, he's less likely to be targeted by enemies. His crit rate is increased by 20%, his crit damage increased by 30%. When he attacks, 60% chance to do a follow-up. Not bad. Dealing damage equal to 50% of his attack. It's down. Acheron is in fact a baddie. And she's just also really cool. She was one of the first characters that's like Cosmos level. Oh god, she's actually, like, in lore, she's terrifying. And she's also really cool, and is also actually a character from one of the other Honkai games, which people also lost their minds over. It's so good. Oh my goodness. She is in fact the storm that is approaching, yes. Acheron's nutty. If you haven't watched, as you go through the game, feel free to watch the character trailers, like up until the point you're at, because they're really good. Really help characterize the characters. Crazy enough. Give a little bit of extra lore, and just the music goes hard every single time. I very much recommend that. Oh yeah, so when he attacks, he might do a follow-up attack, and could freeze them. They can't take damage. When he receives damage, Soul Sync disappears. This is the problem with Yenching. He's buffed as long as he doesn't get hit. Some enemies attack everyone with their attacks. If you have preservation on him, could be cool. That your 9-year-old sister's watching the Star Rail trailers, huh? Crazy. But yes, Acheron is the one who annihilates an entire city at the end of her trailer. She's nutty. She's so cool. But yeah, main problem with Yenching is that if he gets hit, he does way less damage. His skill activates Soul Sync. Ultimate, crit rate. The ult increases crit rate by 60. While the sync is active, more crit stuff. And then just normal attack. But yeah, those two characters, I've pulled a lot when I wanted other characters, so I've regretted pulling them. Not on purpose. Now this isn't Zenless. Zenless has some weird trailers. Looking at you, Pulchra. My goodness. I'm trying to think if there's anything. Not really. Like, there's... In Fei Xiao's, she's, like, drinking. That's eh. I don't think there's anything particularly sus in any of them. The Jane Doe trailer as well, yes. That one... The Pulchra trailer is just furry at a spa. Like, what? But, like, really into the massage kind of situation. It was weird. But yeah. Zenless, I think, is the horniest of all the Star Rail games, which is wild. But Star Rail, I feel, is a good bit more mature. There is the Jade trailer. She's into whips and stuff. I don't care for Jade in general. Her music did go hard in that trailer. But, like, Jade is weird. Jade, I think, is the one character I can think of that's, like, I don't trust you. I don't trust you and your trailer around children. It's the only one I can think of, though. No, and I don't. I just think it's wild that a 9-year-old is into these strategy and action games. That's cool. Not to say, like, I'm not trying to say like you shouldn't be letting them play these. It's fine. I don't care. I'm not anyone's dad. You can do what you want. I was just more shocked. It's like, oh, like there's some thinking that goes on in these. Like, I don't think when I was 9 years old I would have been ready for this sort of stuff. I don't know. But yeah, I think Star Rail is the least sus of the Honkai and just Hoyoverse stuff. So yeah, again, I got no issue with that. Now, what is up with you, Imperator? Actually, what order do we... I think Imperator, then Hysolins, and then our friends. Boop.
Who would win? A young girl
Who would win?
emerging from her sheath and showing her edge, or a tyrant
Really?
who has emerged victorious from 100 battles.
1 second. I'm sorry. Finan cast... That is all DPS. How? How is she doing that? What? But yeah, just don't give her a credit card. Don't give her access to funds, because you have to build up a certain steel will to play these games and not spend all the money. But yeah, other than that, freaking go for it. That is an insane team, though. Saber's the best. Saber's the best one. Although Finan, in universe, Finan's the best. In my heart, Saber's the best. Absolutely insane having no DPS. I could set up that team. It would be kind of funny. Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, don't let her get the parents' credit card, or if you have a credit card, I don't know. Don't give the child access to digital funds. Just in general, don't do that. Paper money is good. Oh my. Emerging from her sheath and showing her edge. Huh. Huh.
The Black and White Legion squared off on the battlefield. Golden and crimson blood converging into a coursing river.
Crazy team. I guess Castris does some healing.
Charged toward the exposed gap in the king's flank, and instantly fell into a trap of raging flames and iron rain.
You're playing chess.
The king too is but a chess piece. If the king does not lead, how would any dare to follow?
She lifted the king of the crystal pieces high, as though proclaiming the ascension of a new king. Who would win? The holy city that stood for 1,000 years? Or the foreign city-states, invading from 1,000 miles away? Hollow hatred ignited the flames of war. The besieged walls of Dawn tottered.
Only a miracle can save us now.
The cowardly elders barred themselves behind closed doors, while the trembling citizenry knelt and prayed.
There is no need to panic. The miracle is already here.
Under the banners dancing like waves, the burning crown shone bright as the wheeling constellations.
Hell yeah.
Who would win? The general.
It's so funny hearing that.
The city,
it is. That is also
the
true.
High and mighty, with their privileged authority. The guillotine fell, severing the elder's life.
Oh.
The whispers dissipated, and the scales of victory tipped.
See, but also, dead DPS do less than healers, however.
The people cried out her name and knelt in reverence.
Blade also is kind of self-sustaining, though.
The sound of the scepter of authority striking the ground.
Wait, 1 second. I mean, you're short, so it is kind of hard to do that. Now that I think about it, I kind of do see. So you have Finan. Finan's ult does a transformation. When he comes out of that transformation, heals himself. Uh, yeah. Well, even Castorus, when Dragon explodes, like the friend was saying earlier, does healing. Blade, whenever he takes her, whenever his health changes, gets his charges. When he does his follow-up attack, restores health. And then Saber doesn't? I don't think Saber does. Saber does not restore health, but does do energy stuff. But yeah, like that kind of, I'm gonna pull up that team just for fun, and we're gonna see what happens.
This was the first, and also the only Imperator. Who would win? The heroes bursting with ambition, or the omnipotent gods?
The Imperator issued the decree! The start of the flame chase journey is at hand!
Wait, also, because Castrus pulls from everyone's health, she would also increase Blade's out. I'm putting this team together because it sounds really funny. I have enough characters, and I want to use each of them when I can, plus, you know, elemental weaknesses. So I don't have as many that are just for fun. I might have to make that one just for fun. I'm not gonna lie.
Perhaps drawn by the grand design to welcome the Era Nova, or perhaps convinced by that king's great renown. Righteous warriors from across the land gathered before the Imperator's throne.
I want to see it. I'm gonna try it out.
The sky was an expanse of fluttering banners. The people gazed upon the overwhelming military alliance, a golden city reflected in their eyes.
That sounds really cool. I'm not gonna lie.
As for the end of that chess game, the scholars debate endlessly. But such discussions always end
No one
with a
ever
sigh.
seems to figure it out.
The invincible Imperator faded at the pinnacle of power. The crown's flames extinguished in the lake. The banner, once revered by the people, along with the broken spears of the heroes, now a tomb. The people said,
Even the sovereign that conquers all before her is no match for fate.
Yet she said,
In a war with fate, has there ever been any justice?
I mean, shoot. Get back to the table. Actually, I assume that one's, yeah, it's locked now, right? Alright, real quick, before we do any more reading, let me just, team lineup. I'll probably use this team a good bit, because it's the new team. This is the Acheron team. Teehee. Acheron, Firefly. So, Acheron just being nutty in general. Firefly for break. Single target. Just follow-up attacks out the wazoo. Hycelin's bringing Dot back. The Saber team that will never be put away because I love her too much. The Herta team's okay. She does a lot of, you know, erudition stuff. Just mostly groups. And again, since it's mostly groups, Tribby helps them focus that damage in a bit. The Castorus team. Unlimited Blade Works. Oh my goodness, I love him. And the Finan team. I think the Herta might actually be the one I put away, because it's very similar to Castorus as well. Dagnabbit. 9. Nine-year-old DPS. Alright, let's Saber. And then let's see. Castorus in the mid. Although, yeah, Castorus in the middle.
Lady Treby, please stay close.
The baby. Blade, where are you? There you are. And Finan. What are we doing here, huh? what, what are we doing here?
Even in the
I
face
need
of
to
death,
see.
people can still make a choice.
It's so goofy. I need to know. Do I put them? Yeah, we'll go with that. Okay. I kind of want. All right. Here's what. Do I have a? Here's what we'll do. Oh, it's not a great fight to do this with. For Echo of War, we can't get our stuff back. Like, we aren't going to get all the rewards. But we can still do the fight. Go back down. Yes, I've already done it, but we're going to do this anyway. We have no elemental advantages here, but we're going to see what the heck happens. I'm curious. I'm curious to see what this feels like. Because you said you just finished Billabong, right?
Danger approaches.
Hey look, Blade lost health. I guess normal attack with her. Get more points for Finan. And Hand, so actually he does become kind of SP positive. Yeah, Blade's dead. Although she's back, or he's back for a second. Love you, Saber. This is not gonna go great. Unless, nope, Blade's dead. Saber can now ult. Excalibur. Oh yeah, so oh, it's not yet. Oh. Kill him. Boop. The Shinjo. Yeah, we're not. I don't know if we're doing this, friends. I don't know if we got this. Yep. Alright, phase 2, time to die on the B drop.
The only redemption, power, translates into hope.
Well, that's it.
Power translates into hope.
It doesn't count if we didn't actually die. Retreat. The Shinjo Laofu. We're gonna go ahead and challenge this with a different team. Who do we want to try? You know, we're gonna go with the character who isn't supposed to do this fight. The Wind character. Because I just really want more Saber right now. Because here's how this Tibli goes. Huo uses healing once, blast on some people, and then gets charges so that at the beginning of everyone's turn, they just get healing. So like, hey, it became his turn, he got all of his health back. Sunday does action advance. So I pick somebody, and it says, hey, it was already going to be Saber's turn anyway, but it also does buffs. It's now definitely Saber's turn, and she gets some cool buffs. His ultimate gives Saber more energy. Probably actually should have waited on that, because there's another thing with Saber that's very fun. Her energy isn't actually full, but she has enough of these special points that when she uses her skill, it becomes full, and she can then ult. We love Saber so much that this is still a like level 4 difficulty. You can see little pips below Tribby. That's the numinosity that we mentioned. So when she uses her skill, she gets these charges. So for 3 turns, everyone does more damage, even though she doesn't have that weakness. So like Sunday will do more damage. Basically everyone but Tribby will do more damage to her now, even just because of the weakness not mattering as much. Saber actually doesn't need the buff, she already has it. She used ult, so she has a special attack now. That does like half health. Oh my goodness, she's insane. We're fine on SP. So just do a normal attack.
translates into hope.
We still have the buff, so we don't have to use SP. We can just do a normal attack, which does a good amount of damage because it's based off her HP. It's not Saber's turn next. It is now. Also, we have mech powers. Hell yeah. Ho-Ho's ultimate gives everyone else ult charge and gives an attack buff. Because we used an ult, Tribby does the follow-up. Saber does her skill. And it just kills. Saber's... I love Saber so much. Change the line up. Do this one more time. Through the storm, you know it's right over there. Something to declare. I don't have Sparkle, who's very good for Archer. But I do have A-Team for Archer, and we're going to see how silly he can get. Hello, Cypher. Debuff, please. Archer does a follow-up. She does a follow-up. Ho-Ho gets the heals out. Nice. Sunday's taking some damage. He's going to go ahead and buff Archer, who actually, just by existing, gives us 2 extra max skill points. Archer's going to normal attack here, and then use his ultimate. Steals my body, and fires my blood. I've created over 1,000 blades, unknown to death, nor known to life. Have withstood pain to create many weapons, yet those hands will never hold anything. So, as I pray, unlimited blade works. The sickest man. Look at him go. He's disgusting and I love him. Give this man some more energy, please. We'll go ahead and save the skill points. Follow-up attack did like half health because he's disgusting. One moment while I wrap this up. Normal attack. Follow-up. What is he doing? What is Archer doing? It's so much damage. Normal attack. He's only going to get in 1. Bring out the Khalidbog. Broken Phantasm. Annihilated. He's supposed to chain those. We're going to exit this. But so... Kafka is fun. She's also very... Well, I say very relevant to the story. As you know, Kafka's the first character we really see. She's very entwined with the main character. The Stellaron Hunters are gonna be maybe not fully endgame, but pretty big going on. So for lore reasons, Kafka's cool. Her trailer is nutty. Vivaldi, my boy, absolute wunderkind. But let's say Kafka's really cool. Right now, she was just buffed. So there are some benefits to that. She's good for damage over time, doing dot. No characters in here, so it's way too cool. Well, there's so few of them. So, alright, let's do I want to do this one more time. Yeah, just for funsies. I want to see Archer actually get to do his thing. Now. Mark. Might as well. It's not gonna do like any damage, but it's funny at least. Cast versus AoE. Yeah, Archer is burst single target. His ultimate is... No, his ultimate I always feel like should be AoE. It is an FGO, but I think it is single target in this. So yes, he's a single target with some follow-up damage. Very skill point hungry. And Kafka is damage over time. Yeah. Let me look at getting the heals out. Go ahead and use Ho-Ho's ult to get attack buffs. Turn that down. Wait, does it refund? Huh? Not this time. Or did... Wait, no. Yeah, we were at 3. Buff the boy some more.
Watch over you and guide you on your path.
He's beatified, which is to say, he's beautiful. Will normal attack, get those skill points up. I am the bone of my sword. Steel is my body and fires my blood, unlimited blade works. The man does his full chant before ult, and I love him for it. Look at all that stupid damage. This is not Divergent Universe. We don't have the crazy buffs. This is just how the team is. Just normal one of these. Follow-up attack that does like a third of her health. Less effective follow-up attack, but still funny. Hey, look, another one. Oh, and we have all... Yeah, I forgot he gets skill points back when he does the follow-up. He does. I haven't been able to use the bow yet. Give me a minute. Hey, look, we have 6 skill points. We're gonna take this hit. Just go for it, against your fate. Pain will come with the blade. Now it's Archer's turn. You might think we're hurt. Ho is a 5-star, yes. She's pretty good. Notice we have 6 skill points. As you've mentioned, Archer has not pulled out his bow yet. That is actually a bit in fate. He is an archer. He's of the archer class. They're supposed to be bowmen. He uses 2 swords typically, 2 short swords. He does throw them, and he also creates weapons and launches them at people as projectiles. So it counts as... The archer class is launching projectiles, basically. He does in fact have a bow. What he does is he says, hey, I forget if it's a cursed sword or a holy sword, Khalidbog from Legend. What if I recreated it and launched it at the enemy as an arrow, and it exploded? I didn't get to do it again, but you can chain that as many times as you want for 2 skill points a shot, and it does more damage each time, because Archer doesn't believe in leaving anything behind. This is canon in the work he's from. The man is scorched earth. That's what he does. Oh my goodness, I love Archer. He's simply too powerful. Do we have another victim we can send him against for fun? Because oh man, I love showing off Archer. He's simply too goofy. Which of you has a quantum weakness? You have quantum, don't you? Single target, though. What if we did it anyway? What if I just did it anyway? I could also show off Saber. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop being so goofy. I'm bringing back... Here is damage over time. Kafka, people have been saying if you're gonna pull for Iseelans, you should definitely try to get Kafka first, because Kafka, I think both of them are about DOT's damage over time. These 2 characters are about, but the time is now. So you put DOT on an enemy, when it's their turn they take damage. Kafka hits with their skill, and they take that damage now, well, not instead, they also take the damage now. Iseelans, I believe, is every time DOT pops, she does extra, or something like that. It's something goofy. 1 second, I'll pull it up. Actually, let me do Kafka first. So if you want to pull Kafka, main thing is attack. Her talent, she has a follow-up attack. It used to just be once per turn. I think she has 2 now. Kafka immediately, just when an ally attacks somebody, she does a follow-up that deals damage, 100% base chance to inflict shock on the attacked enemy for 2 turns. You can trigger up to 2 times, one of which will be regained at the end of her turn. Yes. Her skill deals damage. It's blast, so 1 center and 1 on each side. If the enemy or or adjacent targets have DOT all placed on the enemy immediately produce just all of that DOT happens at 75%. So it's not full, but it's a lot. And then her ultimate, excuse me, enemies hit, become shocked, and immediately take damage from their DOTs equal to 120%. So more than DOT normally does. While shocked, enemy targets receive lightning DOT equal to 290 of her attack at the beginning of each turn. Which is wild. I know I should save for trivia every night. See my frames. Again, so that is one of the other really nice things with Star Rail. If you do pulls now, and you don't get a 5-star, that pity does carry over. So you could do pulls now and be like, oh, Kafka could be cool. And if you get her, nice. You can start building again for the other characters you want. If you do 30 pulls now, and you don't get a 5-star, you'll still go into the next banner with that 30 pity. So you don't have to worry about that. It's really nice. So yeah, if you want to, go crazy. But if you really want those future characters, you could save up. But if you look at it this way, if you do a 10 pull now and get one of them, then you got them and you only used 10 tickets anyway. You still have the other 20 or whatever that you have built up in the form of Jade. Have fun. Plus, also, since you're early in the game, if you get other 5-stars, you'll lose the 50-50, you can still get some good characters in there. Like, Japard is one of the only preservation characters, but he's pretty good. Yeah. But if I'm remembering right, people do recommend Hycealans after Kafka. Let me check. Skill. Oh yeah, her skill just increases the damage taken by all enemies, which is crazy, and does physical damage to enemy. I'm gonna use these because she is kind of cool. I'm getting her fully leveled. Her ultimate does the zone, reduces attack by 15 and defense by 23. Probably becomes 25, right? Yeah, 25. And does damage equal to 190. I assume it becomes 200. Yep. For every one instance of DOT taken by an enemy while she has her zone out, Hycealan does physical damage equal to 75% of her attack to them. This damage triggers at the start of each turn or after one attack by an ally target up to 8 times. It cannot repeatedly trigger this effect. The zone lasts for 3 turns, and duration decreases by 1 at the start of her turn. Also, if she gets knocked down. Level. Her talent, when an ally target attacks. When an ally target attacks. That's good. Hey! I'm sorry about that, buddy. Payla's cool. Payla is actually... Last time I checked, which was a while ago, she is a pretty good debuffer. She's a pretty good one to put in. So Payla's nice. Arlen, if I remember correctly, is in all tier lists, the lowest ranked character. I love him. He's a sweet boy. He's doing his best. He's a destruction character who hurts himself and then just ends up dying. His whole thing is he does more damage the less health he has, but he doesn't have any other survivability stuff, as far as I remember. So he just kind of dies. Okay, so when an ally attacks an enemy, Hycealans basically just will hit them with a DOT. Inflicting a different and she tries to do a different state than they already have. Kind of, except he's also... I don't think he's fully AoE. He does some blast. He's not great. It's sad. But it's always nice having copies of a character. The enemy takes that DOT. While in the bleed state, at the start of each turn, the enemy... Oh. Oh. That's ridiculous. So I forgot about this. Hycealans inflicts a different state, a different DOT every time someone attacks. So yeah, when can I scroll this up to see it? No. When an ally target attacks, 100% base chance for Hyslins to inflict the hit enemy with wind, bleed, burn, or shock. Priority is given to inflicting a different one. So if they already have 3 of those, the 4th one gets added. While in any of those states, at the start of each turn, the enemy takes that damage equal to 23% of her attack for 2 turns. It's dot. But while in the bleed state, the physical one, she's a physical character, the enemy target takes physical DOT equal to 20% of their max health, but capped by 23, probably up to 25% of her attack. Huh? That's goofy. Give this woman all of the attack. And anyway, now she's maxed out. I think, do I have her relics? Yes, her relics are good. Hey, look, it's him. He, the guy. What a piece of crap. I do kind of love him, though. Okay, yeah, that's him in, like, actually just in a target. He's in a scope. He's a freaking loser, and I love him. He's kind of cool. I don't know about femboy. He's at the very least he's like a twink or a twunk. But dagnabbit, he is suave. As for who he works for, he's, you know, just kind of a con man. Not semi-spoiler in the fact that he shows up later in the story, which is weird when this is an interstellar like saga. At some point he leaves Belobog and shows up on another planet and is like, "Hi guys, how's it going?" And he's working with somebody, which insinuates who he works for, and it's very interesting. Oh my goodness. No, it's goofy. When the person he is working with is fascinating, and the dialogue they have between each other implies some things that's actually really cool, to the point where, like, there's a possibility Sampo gets another form, like that he comes out as like a different unit following a different path, and that would be kind of sick. It would be really cool, but we'll see. But yeah, so DOT's back a little bit. And now I'm going to finish reading those last few. Boop, and then maybe do a bit of the story finally. Boop. Boop. Last 4. Now you.
The black tide that blotted out the sky surrounded the city walls. The soldiers manning the walls battered from battle.
Battered from battle.
Melodious chords of music were suddenly heard. A single swordmaster had overcome the waves of enemies. The song flowed from betwixt the blades, breaking through formations as a dorsal fin cleaving the waves. When the last wicked beast finally fell, shattered into pieces amidst the sword's dance, the Frostblade bore no trace of blood.
That's kind of sick.
The legions of heroes under my command are as vast as the sea, yet lack a formidable sword banner.
The commander extended a hand, inviting the musician to join. Should a fish separated from its school glimpse a faint glow, it will swim toward the light. The swordmaster clasped the commander's hand, as though gently grasping the hilt of a keen blade. When the spray of her waves extinguished the fires of war from the holy city, a golden name was engraved upon the stone pillars. the former commander burned the crown to become king.
High Sealands, brave in battle, triumphant in command. I grant you the title Dux Gladiorum. Let us all forge ahead together.
During the banquet after the battle, the weaver tailored for her a splendid dress, and the commander poured her honey brew. Her golden-blooded comrades gathered about her, chanting her new name, urging her to play that splendid music. The candlelight danced and mingled with flowing drink, swords and song ringing out in unison. Yet none knew that was once a lonely melody from the deep sea. The music of revelry continued for a long time, until the whispers of conspiracies were buried in the songs, until the roars of lethal struggle shattered the music. Legend holds that they who bear the weight of a pillar shall one day return to where it stands. Those who tug at the earth shall end amongst the mountains. Those who sow dawn and dusk shall remain eternal in the sky. And she would once again return to the pitch-black sea. And she would once again sing her music alone. The bountiful ocean, with the banquets of bygone days, stir as futile bubbles at the bottom of her glass. Many years later, the song once played by that sword master was played by future generations in the Holy City. The people knew the demigod of the seas was still a noble captain. She possessed peerless swordsmanship and a song that is passed down through the ages. It was just that she had long since vanished. Guests at the banquet sometimes spoke of her, but it was only a prayer between their cups.
High Sealands, melody of the waves, bless our night that we may drink deep and dance till dawn.
There she is. Heck yeah. Wait, what was Electra? What was Wave Strumming Night Electra? Was there something about that in the notes? Huh. Electra. Interesting. Why is she known as High Sealands? Where's my notes? So, fun fact. Those characters at the bottom of her card are the Amphorian alphabet, which is an alphabet that does exist. There was some things that were translated. I took notes, and so I have what the actual alphabet is. That is Electra. At least that's an A at the end. That's an H. That's an E. Huh. So why is she known as High Sealands in the game? Interesting. Sorry, there's still two more. The Friends. Let's go with... I almost said Finan. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Kafka. Good job, Kafka. I'm trying to remember. So one of her big things, I don't know if it's the right, she does it in that fight, is the, like, mind, like, the hypnosis stuff. which you can get rid of if you have debuff removal. I'm trying to think of which healers have that though, because it's typically healers that have it. I'll have to check after this. Well, she is, oh yes, you mentioned the domination thing, yeah. But Lynx is pretty cool. Beast of the desolate ancient land.
The ancient chaos was shrouded in silence and shadow. The giant dragon's offspring was born from the earth. Sweet dreams had smothered the giant dragon's eyes and ears. And as they slept, the 100 eyes of Aquila had already opened. And Fagusa
oh, yeah,
had
because
begun to stir.
she does remove a debuff, I believe, when she ults.
Remained weighty and silent. Layer upon layer of peaks enveloped the dragon, cradling them in a bed more grand than any in existence. The giant dragons spent their childhood in darkness. From the moment their bleary eyes blinked open from haze of slumber, they hungered to feast on crude iron and drink deep of molten lava. Until one day, they raised their head, and with a low, guttural voice, pleaded to glimpse light.
Where'd the light go? Where's it at?
The Titan lifted them up by their ribs,
Ew.
slowly raising them. The dragon's spine sliced through the strata of rock, cutting open the soil. When they reached the surface, they summoned mist woven of the fire of the stars.
Okay.
As though seeing themselves clearly and in full through the eyes of a giant bird. The giant dragon walked the earth alone. The Titan knew they were lonely and terrified too.
Oh.
And so sculpted new beasts from flesh and bone. In that wild, barren world, the giant dragon led the beasts of the earth. Excessively long life gifted the giant dragon with eyes that could pierce the veil of years. They witnessed the separation of day and night, as well as the entanglement of reason and romance. And even Kefali did not neglect to share with them a chalice of golden blood. The ocean teased, saying, even should the earth sink utterly, they would not rot. Ever since they opened their eyes, the giant dragon rarely returned to slumber. And thusly, that mesmerizing dream that occasionally burst forth at night etched a trace on their memory. The gods they were familiar with were in this dream, and they were as immense and imposing as ever, yet had lost their freedom. Just what manner of magnificent pathstrider could imprison the Titans as mere reflections? The giant dragon dreamed also of their own path, that great breath from the heavens, or perhaps from beyond even the heavens. They dreamed of silver shards amongst the stars, reflecting the form of another giant dragon.
Ya boy.
That great cerulean dragon approached Amphorius, the distant whispers roiling, becoming a roar engraved on the earth. They recognized the meaning in that low roar. Its name, permanence.
Hey Long. And or just, Don Hung. Hey, I was Tedavox. There we go. What was that last? Just what manner of magnificent pathstrider could imprison the Titans as mere reflections? Oh, so like dreamed of Amphorius is the truth of Amphorius, essentially. Now what the hell is this? When I called you mother.
The gates of the Temple of the Three Fates gently open on the day of prayer.
He really doesn't want to be, though.
And the crowd crouched, whispering like the tide. The priests of Yanis listen to the prophecies. The unwavering axis of the scales of Talantin maintains balance, and only Orynyx remains silent.
Mother, teach me how to answer prayers.
The Titan tasked with time is as perplexed as a child.
Don't be scared. Please don't be afraid.
A familiar voice rings out.
Yeah, it does. Huh?
Listen carefully. The future they want is in the past.
Like the first light of the morning star.
Really? In the past?
Yeah.
The child sank into a
Absolutely protect the child.
of
Never let them see combat.
whispering revelations in their sleep.
Huh.
Until the masses crying out amidst the flames of war were swept away by the sounds of sharp swords locking. The fires of ambition incinerating the law.
Mother, usurper, assassinate the divine body.
Memories are tightly entangled by nightmares, with nowhere to run.
Don't be scared. Please don't be afraid.
An unfamiliar voice rings out.
Go to sleep. The ending they want is yet to be born.
Okay. One more time. Answer prayers. Don't be scared. Don't be afraid. What's the past? Okay. Switch medicine. Huh.
Really? Not here yet?
The child continues to sleep, waiting for the next waking dream. And when they opened their eyes, two of the three fates who once received offerings had already faded from the pages of history.
Mother, I'm already all alone.
The child let out a helpless cry.
Don't be scared. Please don't be afraid.
A familiar voice.
I don't care for this.
Just wait. The stars that illuminate the night will visit in the end.
Like gentle moonlight. The gates of the Temple of the Three Fates now close tight. People no longer pray to a titan who cannot touch the world. Within the inescapable dreamscape, the flower stems nourished by the black tide serve as a swaddling embrace, drowning the young child's soul.
Mother, help me leave this place.
But this time, they didn't receive a response. Only long years of yearning and pain.
Hey March, what the hell is up?
Like the silence of the Evernight.
What are we doing, huh? Huh?
Days and nights passed. The years turned. Dust covers the glory of the past. The priests have forgotten this titan.
Waiting. Hate waiting.
They watched over the slumbering sprite, gazing at the dull mirror. But a fleeting mirage flickers in the mirror. The shining stars and the lights of the home. and a strange yet familiar voice.
Wake up! Our familiar old friends have already arrived.
Like the newborn dawn.
Okay. Okay, that's cool. Love that. What the hell is this? Huh? That is all of the story. Finally caught up on all the extra reading. Let me collect those rewards real quick. Nice. There's still 52. My goodness, there's still 8 more. Beep, beep. Okay. And now, it is 7:20. I just started to have a bunch of events. That depends. Let me, travel log. Boop. So here's a bunch of the old events. So there's a bunch of these. I'm trying to think if any of these are tied to creator pick. Wait, what? There's the old new March 7th. I'm trying to think if there's... If you get her from that? We locked after playing Control is continued. I think that is later. Why did that have a new on it? What? There's a whole bunch of events. If there's... Boop. If something's, you know, limited time, you might as well do it sooner, just to make sure that you don't miss out on the rewards, free pulls and whatnot. This event, if you have this one still, this one's pretty easy to do. Well, I guess it can be tough at the beginning, because the idea of this event is that you send characters out on assignments and they bring back Stellar Jade. So it's passive. Although there's only 2 days left in it. So send out, although they only go out, it only takes 4 hours. So I think you would be able to actually do this. If you do 4 at a time, yeah, you can do this within 24 hours. If you haven't done any of it yet. So that's one. That one's free Jade. Divergent Universe stuff. This is always free Jade, and it's nice seeing the events. Or seeing the new characters. This is nice. Also free Jade. This one's tied. Not really tied to the plot. You should be fine to do this one. If it's available. And then that's just the plot. I don't know how it works with... haven't touched it. It's free Jade, and if you start now, you should be able to get all of it, I believe, as long as you check in every 4 hours. So, you know, you'll miss one, like, set by going to sleep, but please do. Please don't stay up just to get the Jade. Don't do that to yourself. Let's see. I think I can get another one of these. 2, actually. Nice. I now have 18 pulls. So in 2 days and 17 hours, I can pull for Seraedra a little bit. I do also have, I guess you can't really see it. I have 80 of these, so I could get 4, or I can save up for these. Also, there's those if you want to save up this currency, you can get a copy of different characters. I typically don't bother. I just use them for pulls. Also, yeah, it's Monday. Monday's the 1st. Monthly shop will reset, so you'll get 5 free pulls here and 5 standard pulls here. So don't forget that. Yeah, I think this is where I got Locha. We got like one of these for free. Or was it that, or was it something else? I forget. And then of course there's these. We get that one for free. That one's not different enough to pull or to grab. All the jades and whatnot. I do quite enjoy this. I'll treat myself to one of these every once in a while if I know there's a character that I really like coming out, because it comes out to a pretty cheap price. So that one, it was the first cosmetic, I think, that they put out. So they were like, y'all get this one for free. They just sent it to our boxes. Oh, or was it? There was an event, I think. Like, March got dressed up, and that's what she got dressed up for. Or how she got dressed up was with that. What time? It is currently 7:25. Patience is all you... I never pull for the light cones. I just never do. I don't think I will. Other than I did the like 200 pulls needed to get this one. Because it was free if you just did a bunch of pulls. Oh, and Saber's really cool though. But I like characters more than I like light cones. We'll see. Oh, so yeah, there's Arlen. Asta's a pretty good, like, beginning of the game buff character, if I remember right. But that 7:25. Let me do. Bip, bip. Oh, this actually resets soon, so feel free to do the Apocalyptic Shadow, if you have the stuff for that. Do I have it maxed out? I do not. I'm gonna do one of these. Wait. No, it's Pure Fiction. Why did that... Oh, it did say Pure Fiction specifically. Yeah, it shows up in Penacony, so it might be a little bit before you get to do that. This one... Let's see if I can manage to beat my record in Pure Fiction for this one. Let's see what happens. Did I have high Silence by the time I tried this? Let's see. I completed it. Oh, hey, look. Wind and lightning weaknesses. So this is going to be Dot. This is going to be the Dot team. Like the actual Dot team now. Hello. You go there. Wind and normal. Do I put her in here? Dot. Skill damage increased by 50. Attacking with a special bit. Each stack of Echo and Enigmata increases damage received by 3. Sure. I don't have all that, unfortunately. The details, wind and physical, are the best. Who do I have? What lineups do I have free? I can do the Fei Xiao team, but she's the only one who actually has the weakness, but March can replicate it. Unfortunately, Ho Ho is there. Let's see. I need Ho Ho for that one as well. Ho Ho's really nice because she gives you energy and healing. Let's try Fei Xiao. That is, like, her boss. Skill damage increased. Sure. We're going to see how this goes. Time for the toughest Pure Fiction of the moment. We'll start.
Easy now. Let it swim a little closer.
Enhance. And then make scared and then attack. Become afraid. Become impaired. Become attacked. Time to fight Chapard. Okay. Take out as many enemies as fast as you can. Speed back up. Okay. The cans are actually kind of terrifying. You can do this. Get heals out.
Thanks. You're too good to me.
Immediately pop this. Boop. And follow up. Dead. We are getting so many points from this. Oh my goodness, this is awesome. Yeah. Boop.
Stand still.
Follow up. Actually gets a kill. Nice. Go ahead and pop this on you, and then I'll be able to pop ult as well. More enemies in. Death.
Time to say bye.
Boom. She's really cool. We like her. Okay. Not yet. Ah, frig it. Why not? Screw it. Get him. Lies an endless abyss. Boop. Man, the Dot team is actually kind of fun. Watching the enemies die before they get to go. Wonderful. Whale. Whale. Goodbye. Okay. We're good on healing, so let's get one of these in. Follow up into ult. Into Ho-Ho's ult to get energy back. Not a lot of damage to the main enemy, unfortunately. Crush them all, as they say. Pop this. Bam. Follow up. Love the dot. Beautiful. Oh, you love to see it. Okay. Pop this.
Stay here and listen. In the abyss's revel,
Oh.
your cries rise.
Oh, Akron was the meta for a while. So yeah, having other characters come and steal the spotlight leaves them none too happy. Oh no, the healer has been stunned. Oh boy. The endless abyss.
Good time. Time to say bye.
Boom. Bam. Boop.
What do you want to know?
You got enough skill points to do it. So let's go for it.
Stand still.
Follow up, nice. Come on. Oh, the Casterus will come in clutch. The Casterus passive. But we still gotta be careful.
Stay here and listen.
Character trials for free jade. The pink. That's Mem. That's Emphorius stuff. Mem is fun. Mem is very Paimon coded, but is not as annoying. As someone who played a lot of Genshin until like a year or two ago, it's not as bad. Okay, and pop all the dot and get ult. Boom. Explode, almost dead. And come on. Come on, no character deaths. There we go. Whew. Oh, I forgot there was another one after this. Oh no. Oh no. Welp! We're doing the best we can. Bam. Ult again. Yeah. Yeah. Tribby doesn't believe in living enemies. It's nice. We are low on health. But yeah, so every time an ally uses an ultimate, Tribby does a follow-up attack, which is really nice. Boop. Throw that health back up. Give him a light tap. And a follow-up. Yeah. Bam. Pop. Pop ult, which will let us pop at least one other ult. Bam.
Memories of beneath the waters lies an endless abyss. Stand still.
Yeah. Yeah. I will auto battle from time to time. Like again, when I'm just farming materials, I'll auto battle for that. It's in stuff like this that I want to make sure I'm actually taking action myself. We'll be fine without the skill points for a second. If you could use that follow-up attack on Japard instead, that'd be sick. It'd be sick nasty of you.
This ends here.
But yeah, I like having the option to auto battle. Like if I'm farming or if I'm doing like one of these, and I'm doing one of like the lower difficulty ones that I know I'll just be able to clear. Just like, oh, I'll put that on the background and free rewards. Nice. Oh, thank you for the follow, friend. Who's up next? Hysilins. I choose to believe in the team. Please, please don't let my faith be in vain. Okay. Okay. He didn't do the thing, thank goodness.
Memories are
Boop.
beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Be intoxicated.
Just a little tap.
May as well kill them all.
We can break him with this. But also it's funnier to do this. Followed by... Oh yeah, we don't have another turn anyway, so might as well. Boom. Bam. Pop this. Pop this.
Your cries rise.
Stand still.
Your cries rise.
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all.
Okay. We got your part pretty low. We should get a good number of points from this. We have to get to 6,000, so we've basically gotten there. We've got enough skill points for the rest of the round. Oh, except for Black Swan. Whoops. But she'll get her ult anyway. Bam. Here's that one. Yeah, I'm trying to remember if Ho-Ho was up recently.
Time to say bye.
She's fun. She's adorable. Like, she's a scaredy cat. I don't know if I can call it a trope, but she's the scaredy cat who's like scared of ghosts and is also possessed by a ghost, which is kind of funny. Come on. We actually got pretty close to just taking Japard out. In fact, he's gonna get hit by a DOT now. But no, it's not nearly enough. The big one. Pop this, because why not? So yeah, she does have... I don't get another turn with her, unfortunately. She has the foxtail. And like that's where I'm pretty sure the ghost is stored. Oh, I had an alt. Dagnabbit. The ghost is stored in the tail. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to do so much frickin' prep. Enhance. Enhance. Gamble. Gamble again. Dagnabbit. Now we'll switch to Fei Xiao. Greetings. Perish. She's cool. We really like Fei Xiao. But yes, Ho-Ho and Fei Xiao are both Xianzhou characters. So we'll be seeing them, at least you'll be seeing Ho-Ho relatively soon. You're now my Shifu. I do what you do. And to start, I'm gonna go ahead and kill this thing. Or at least fight it. A follow-up attack, followed by a follow-up attack. Not another follow-up attack? What are we doing here? Yeah, so Aventurine is a gambler. His skill is gambling. Oh, whoops, I hit the wrong button there. Whoopsie-doo. Let me just pop this. So his skill, he rolls the slots, and depending on what he gets, you start with a different amount of shield at the start of battle. So you have to gamble with his skill. It's funny. Aventurine is a piece of crap, and we love him. In this household, we do in fact love Aventurine. So we do all these follow-ups. This is the follow-up team. Fun fact, I'm missing one character. Tough. Fun fact, there's a character named Robin, who's also very good in this team comp. Oh wait, what's the... Yeah. So, Fei Xiao, Aventurine, Robin, and Tribby were meta for a second. The fart meta. It was, not officially, but among the community, officially known as the fart meta. And it's hilarious. Not because it's the fart meta, but because there's a stupid number of follow-up attacks.
Hit the mark.
So, Aventurine currently has 3 out of 7 charges. Every time someone does a follow-up attack, or I think when an ally gets, a shielded ally gets hit, he gains a charge. So someone got hit, he's up to 4. Someone got hit, he's up to 5. If he gets hit, he goes up 2. When he hits 7, he just does a follow-up attack and goes crazy. Acheron is the coolest. We love Acheron so much. Just go with this. Explode. Explode the enemy. Ow. There's the follow-up attack, which also gives us more shield. So the enemies damage our shields, he gets points. He gets enough points, he gives us more shields. This man keeps your shield up forever. It's incredible. Especially when March's skill sets someone as her Shifu. Yeah, no, she's very Virgil coded. I love DMC. March, the Hunt, sets a Shifu at the start of battle. And then she also does a bit of that element damage. So she does wind there and breaks them. Fei Xiao sees someone else attacks. Follow up, so she does a follow up, so she does a follow up. It's crazy. We are not going near. This is not a good team. Is there a way to restart from this node? Ah, dagnabbit. There's not. We're not going to get like any points from this. This is a very AoE centric mode, and I chose a single target team. It's my bad. I really wanted to get more Fei Xiao in here. Bip. Also, Fei Xiao gets her ult from points, and she can then have more than she needs. Nice. That's cool. Whee. So yeah, she, for every 2 actions, or every 2 actions an ally takes, she gets a charge. She gets 6, she can do her ultimate. So you want people that just do constant follow-up attacks, so she's always getting points. And she also does follow-up attacks. What's the actual condition for her? Ability, talent. You can activate ultimate. After teammates attack an enemy target, she launches a follow-up. If there's no primary, she attacks somewhat like a single enemy instead. Only once per turn. Resets at her turn. And damage dealt by this unit increases by 2. It's pretty cool. Her skill. Yeah. Her skill, she does damage and then does an extra instance of her follow-up. March. Her talent. After her master. Nice. So March is actually kind of fun here. So she sets, her skill sets someone as her Shifu. When her Shifu uses an attack or ultimate, she gets a charge point. When she hits 7 or more, she immediately takes action and does increases the damage she does by 88%. Her basic attack gets enhanced, all that stuff. Wait, which one is this then? Whenever using basic attack or dealing 1 hit of the enhanced, triggers a corresponding effect. If Shifu is of the specified path, if they're a hunt, 2 extra damage. What's the actual thing there? What is it? What is that makes March actually follow her up? I'm trying to remember. I just missed it in there. Just pop him. Kill them. We're not doing nearly enough damage here. Yeah. Whee! Boom. So she does the follow-up. So she does a follow-up. So then she does a follow-up. I love this team. They're just not a good fit for this, unfortunately. Bip, bip, bip. Pop, 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 pop. I think I've tried it before. They don't have a support, which is tough. Like, a blade is kind of self-sustaining, but that's about it, unfortunately. Do that extra attack. No bullying. Only I can bully.
The dice have been cast.
Teehee. Perish. We're so screwed. Man. Really wishing I had chosen a different team. Oh! That was nice. Hey, stop that. Stop hiding yourself when I'm on the clock.
Watch your head.
Yeah. Okay. Get this. And follow with ult. Less cards. Yeah. Bam. Nice.
Fangs and claws got dull.
Attack you. Well, yeah. Going to attack you since you're a loser who's going to try to hide. Bip. My goodness. You got the most health. Try to take you out. Bip. 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 Whee! Pop ult. Does it hit them? It does. Good. Away we go. Whee! Get the support up. Man, we're getting nothing out of this. Wait, wait. Oh my goodness, we actually made it past that one. Now we actually have an enemy to focus on. Yes. Yes. We should at least get to 5. Start focusing him down. Yup. Bop, 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 bop. Hit him with the X. Hit him with the X. But I think I do have all the Stellaron hunters. I think I've tried setting up the team before and it unfortunately doesn't really work out. If they can just get a support in there, it'd be awesome. Or a sustain rather.
Watch your head.
Pop ult.
The dice have been cast.
Bust.
Or maybe
I'll take it all. Bip. Bam. We're not gonna get enough. Yeah, like if I can get to this point, it becomes easier, but still not enough. Less carbs. Whoa! Even then, we're not doing a crazy amount. Like that's ult damage. It's rough. Away we go.
Sure, I'll play along.
You're at max skill points right now. Boop. Okay. Yeah, we broke 5,000, but we need another 10,000 in the next, like, 2 actions. Oh no, we don't even have any actions. It's just the ults left. Man. Whee! Keep breaking. Yeah, I'm scared to see what's up with the new Goth March. But also, it's like 8 o'clock and I have not had dinner yet. I want to get into the story, but I also need to eat. Let's say, is it possible to just challenge a single node? I don't think it is. If I could, I would. Clearance lineup. Oh, that's cool. Oh, the friend clearance lineup. That's cool. Recommended lineups. So what do they have? They do have a Finan team there, huh? No Hysilins there. I don't have Sparkle for that, but I do have a Finan team. It just also needs Ho-Ho. Yeah. I'm not doing that again right now. The Goth March. I still got these 80. What about the other modes? Bip. Extra mode wise, Forgotten Hall. I haven't done. I'm missing 1 star in the last one there, 1 star in the last one here. Did I do I only even cleared the last one for Apocalyptic. Oh, I forgot. This is the one that has you. And maybe. Once he gets close to the end again. Hello, Elegy. Oh my. Let's see. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum-bum. Check my warp. So close to being able to grab another one. Hello, Kafka. What are your Eidolons, by the way? Bip. Decapo. When using an attack, 100% base chance to increase the damage over time taken by 30% for 2 turns. When on the field, DOT dealt by all allies increases by 33. Capriccio. Recitativo. When an enemy takes damage from shock, she gets 2 energy. Doloroso. Leggiero. Leggiero? Leggiero. Shock state inflicted on the enemy target by the ultimate, technique, or the talent. The damage multiplier increase of 156% and lasts an extra turn. What the heck? And what are Hycelins? Boop. Okay, what is... does it show? It does not. Okay. Hycelins. Your Eidolons. Damage dealt by all ally targets is equal to 1/16 of their original value. Interesting. When she inflicts a dot via her talent, 100% base chance to additionally inflict one that is equivalent to those from the original talent, and can coexist with such so she doubles her dot she applies. While the zone is active, damage boost from the Fiddle of Pearls applies to all enemies, or to all allies. While the zone is active, reduce all type resistance of enemies by 20%. While the zone is active, at the start of each turn, or after one attack by an ally target, increase the maximum trigger count dot by 212 and increase the multiplier of the damage by 20. It's ridiculous. Real quick, let me remember. Where's the characters? Not team lineup. Is it like the information section? Data bank. Oh shoot. Lord Ravagers. Eons. Nanook, hello. Characters. There's 71. I have 58 of them. Let me get the new off of you too. Many, many characters. Finan. Hycelins. I have all of the 4 stars. I'm missing these 5 stars. I want them to come back. I need them. I want Sparkle just for Archer. Dan Heng's story. Jing Liu is voiced by VTuber Monarch, also known as Amelie. I grew up listening to her covers of anime music. It's really fun hearing her in the game. And also, where is he? Jing Yuan I want for a similar reason, being that he's voiced by Sayu. Sayu VTuber? Is the name? He's cool. He voice acts in a few things and is very fun. These 2 I want for voice actor reasons. Topaz is fun. Dan Heng's because of he's a trailblazer. He's cool. Lingsha, Which yeah, first of all, absolutely not. I like the game too much. I couldn't. I don't know. I don't know how much I would get for it. And I hope to never find out how much I would get for it. But I just think it's fun. I think it's fun collecting one of each character. I don't really need duplicates. Like, if I were to get duplicates, it would be Saber or Archer. And even then, I'm fine. But yeah, Boot Hill's fun. Just a fun character. Mighty is just Gilgamesh. Jade. Robin, because I have Sunday. That will become apparent why in the future as you continue playing. Sparkle for Archer reasons. Yunli's okay. Some of these characters are just Like, they're pretty cool, but I'm fine without them. I'm very happy with the ones I do have. Welt's the GOAT, by the way. In case you didn't know, this man is the GOAT. Like, actually, though, for... one second. So, cents price-wise. Yeah. But games and, how much you enjoy them and then how much you're willing to pay for that. That's a whole thing.
Seems you need to experience some hardship.
Here's the thing about that. One second while I hide my source for a moment. Boop. Welt Yang is actually a character. So in Hoyoverse, just the collective thing, there are these things known as XPs. They are characters that basically it's like, oh, this character exists in this game. And there's like a different version of them in this game. That's called an XP. So, like, Acheron is an XP of a character from Honkai Impact 3rd. They're not the same person. Like, they don't share memories or anything. But it's like this person in a different universe. Welt Yang is not an XP. He is Welt Yang from Honkai Impact 3rd. He came from another universe and is just here now. And let me aura farm for this man for a second. Boop. Oh, where's the good? Where's the really good one? Boop a doop a doop. Where's the tanks? Boop. Some guy with a yacht. There it is. Go back. I'm gonna have to ask you to be kind for a second. Ignore the number of tabs. Just ignore that number of tabs. So this is Welt Yang. Here's his splash art from Star Rail. Hey, can you not do that? Can you? Oh, just let me view it in. I don't care for you. Open link, not link. Open the image in a new tab. You coward. Boop. Welt Yang. This is a character from Honkai Impact 3rd. Lodcha looks exactly like him. This is his predecessor. Wait, no. Is that... I think this is Edison and Nikola Tesla? But, like, their counterparts? Or I forget if that is... Himiko is an XP from the Astral Express, is an XP from Honkai Impact 3rd. I don't think that's her, though. The black energy around Welt's cane there. So he's from Honkai Impact 3rd. He's a god from there. Here's Welt being a silly little goober, and just casually generating a black hole, because the god powers he has, something called a Herrscher core. He's the wielder of a Herrscher core that gives him the ability to manipulate gravity. Another fun little thing that Welt can do, that's his light cone, him wielding the freaking sick-ass power there. Another aura farming picture of Welt Yang. Also canon that at one point he became an animator, I think because he needed money, and also because he really likes animation. So he references that every once in a while. That's from his ult. Here's him fighting the Void Queen. Straight up, look at this man. He's beautiful, incredible. And you might notice there's some stuff in the background. That is because... Oh, is it going to let me go forward again? Welt Yang. Tanks. This is an image of the other thing that his ability lets him do is recreate anything he knows the construction of. So here's him fighting someone known as the Void Queen. Our flesh may be weak, but we refuse to kneel. The human race has fought for every moment of its survival. Do your worst, the battle has just begun. Just creating a fleet of tanks behind him to fight. Because Welt's the GOAT. We love Welt in this household. Oh my goodness, he's the best. He also was like come back from the dead kind of once or twice, as I understand it. Welt Yang. Look at him. Look at him. Who is this man? What is he? Also, probably can't be Goku, because Goku's whole thing is I always win. I always will become strong enough to beat you. Cool. Welt Yang is simply the coolest. I was streaming Deltarune just the other day, and I was reminded that one of my favorite character types is I'm just an old guy. Don't mind me. I'm just here. Just kidding. I'm actually busted. When there's just like a character that's just kind of around, just kind of chilling, and then it's like, oh no, they're actually kind of disgusting. That's my favorite, and that is Welt Yang in this game. At least once or twice in the story, he's walked up to a character and been like, hey, I need answers. Please answer this question, or face atomic annihilation. And he's not bluffing. He's actually just going to disintegrate people if he needs to. Welt Yang is the best. He's got the missiles. What is this man? He's got the drip. It's very plain. Like you said, he is kind of dressed like an NPC. Just like the brown coat. He's just kind of simple haircut. He's not standard anime protagonist. But the man is like, it is a subtle drip. He does in fact have the drip.
I'm fine. That won't stop me.
What's his
You know nothing of the weight behind this power. Witness the stars shatter before you. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
He's simply cool.
The galaxy is vast beyond compare.
And now he's just the grandpa on the train who's just hanging out with the kids. I love Welt. He's so cool. But yes, as I said, it is like 8 o'clock. I haven't had dinner. I'm gonna hop off for now. I do have something in the morning to a little bit in the afternoon tomorrow. But I might be able to stream tomorrow as well. I might, depending on the timing, might be able to stream a bit more tonight, but I doubt it. But we'll likely be streaming tomorrow, and then I have work off on Monday, so I'll be streaming then as well. Enjoy your food as well. Enjoy your food. Enjoy your rest. Please get some rest. Stay hydrated. I always end my streams by saying, that is also included, as always, drink plenty of water, get plenty of sleep, hug your loved ones, and I'll see you next time. See ya.